Gant Football, for the love of the game.
Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Another Friday night on Gant Football. So thank you guys for finding time to join me. Always a pleasure to be here every Friday night. You know, if you are just joining, or we gain few subscribers. If you are new here, our usual thing is that you try and like the video as you join in, and also sometimes we come live in the afternoon when I will not even announce it, but I'll just come live. So if you don't want to miss that, just try and click on that notification bell. Then we will be live. We know that we are live. So I hail all of you. Share the video, guys. If you are new, just try and share the video. Let people know that we are live this wonderful Friday night. It's going to be action-packed show as usual. We don't disappoint here. There's going to be debates. There's going to be conversations has to do with Nigerian football. So let me know where you're joining from. Let me know so I can hear you. Just want people to join in a little bit before we kickstart. So Regina from California, thank you. Share the video. Tell people we are live. Yeah. Let me wait. A spot from USA. Let's say from USA. Thank you for joining. Wake people up. Let them know. But people might join later because they think that you know what, we don't want the local league. Like the video. Make Smith mind rest. Like the video, guys. Like the video. So as you like the video, at least it sends good signal that we are doing something. Premier League, even we've not even started yet, but Premier League already, gave us our first super chat. Guys, there's a super chat there too. $sign, if you think that you want us to highlight your comments today, you want us to discuss your question. You want us to discuss a question? Use super chat. So I will discuss anything you raise. I will discuss it. But I will not treat your question if you are not a member of the channel and you are just dropping comments. I will not treat your question. I will not treat your comments. So because of time, I have to start. Now people normally like to join later because that is when we talk about the Super Eagles. So I take something. Let me just kickstart straight away. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Gant Football Friday Night Football Club. I remain your host, Mitlai. So let's kickstart. You guys know been here for years, here for months. You know exactly how we start here. We don't forget home. Charity always begins at home. So I will start on the home front, as usual. It's going to be on the NNL now. NNL. So the NNL is already, taking shape. I can tell you that Inter Lagos. When you hear Inter Milan, Inter Lagos, they will be playing in the NPFL next season. So they got promoted last week. They'll be playing the NPFL next season. So they might be followed by Beyond Limit or Atlant FC. Let's wait and let's see exactly how the whole thing pans out. So there's also Sporting Lagos in the other side too. So also fighting, to get promoted to the NPFL. So you might be having Lagos contingent, if Inter Lagos and Sporting Lagos got promoted to the NPFL alongside Ikorodu FC, that means that you are having three Lagos clubs. So that's very good. It's like going back to the yesteryears where you used to have Julius Baja of Lagos, is it Nepal of Lagos too? You know, shout out to the clubs. I wish them the best of luck too. So just see them just start from the NPF, NW, NNL today. Now to the NPFL itself, the Nigerian Premier League. Rangers, Senegal Rangers is on top again. They are now on top fully, taking charge of the league table with 54 points. See, they're on 55 points now, closely followed by Rivers United on 55 points too, level on points. Ikorodu FC on 52 points. So that means that Ikorodu FC is not even far off, from the league leaders. So Abia Warriors also 52 points. Nasarawa United 50 points. They dropped down slightly. The Oluyole Warriors, Ibadan, the Oluyole Warriors, they actually sixth with 50 points. So relegation battlers, Rebel FC, they won against 3FC in the controversial circumstances in the Kenya 1-0. So they are now on 40 points, level on points with Baeza and Enyimba. So 2 points behind Kano Pillars. So they are still battling relegation. So it's tight. And let's see exactly who will get relegated at the end of the day. So, but I can see that Remo is fighting hard, not to actually to beat the drop. I hope that they can do that. They can beat the drop. And when they beat the drop, I always support privately owned clubs, honestly, because I know exactly what they normally go through. For them to even get to this level, it's a lot of funding, a lot of expenses. So let's see exactly how things turn out. But Enugu Rangers and Rivers United seems to be, you know, coasting away and seems that they might probably actually one of them might probably actually win the MPFL. You can see that the gap between the top Rangers and Kun Khalifa is just less than 20 points to tell you that the NPFL is very competitive. So that is that on the NPFL. Don't forget that the first two teams will qualify for CAF Champions League, while the third place team will represent Nigeria in the CAF Confederations Cup. And the winner of the Federations Cup too will also play in the CAF Confederations Cup. So that's that on the home front. So women's football, I'll probably have a guest on the show later. So on women's football, quickly, women's football, I told you about the coach, Busari, yeah, what do you call him, invited players for the Flamingo, and they'll be playing a qualifiers very soon. So you can see the goalkeepers already, the players on the screen here. Five goalkeepers actually were invited. A couple of defenders too, and also midfielders with forward. But notable name here is actually Amoni Chidi. Amoni Chidi played in the last under 17, played two under 17 World Cups ago. He played the last one. He also going to play this one again. Amoni Chidi. And that's why I wondered how old was Harmony Chidi when she played her first under 17. She played for Imo Strikers. Then when he played her first under 17, she played for Imo Strikers. So now she's playing for Bayelsa Queens. For me, I'm not a fan of those trying to repeat and repeat under 17s. I think that if she's good enough, she should move on to play under 20, especially the she should. For in my own opinion, so the couple of players actually was here. Who was again? So there is a player actually was Tosin Tiaminu of FC Robo FC is a player to actually to watch out for, a very very good midfielder, and also Mary Dunstan too. She's coming from Imo Strikers, so the club that Amoni Shidi used to play for. So there's also Oluwakemi Adegbuyi from FC Robo, also very good strikers. I just hope that these guys can gel together, and they can actually perform well. We finished third about two under 17s. Is it 2 or 3 under 17s ago? So for me, I think that this is okay, kindness in fine. Kindness in fine too. It's a very, very good player for Bayelsa Queens. Very, very good player. So I don't know that kindness in fine is still eligible to play under 17. I don't I have no idea about that. But there's also a player there, from my very team called Fakoya Akinola. Played for she's played for Ekiti Queens. So let's wait. Let's see exactly how these guys actually will gel together, and let's hope that they can actually make Nigeria proud. So that's a list of players invited for our Flamingos. So that is that. Now to our Falcons. To our Falcons. So there's I saw this post from courtesy of Brilla FM. I saw this post from Ajibade that we're not just preparing for the WAFCON, we are also fighting for the World Cup qualification. So why are we not preparing with seriousness and intensity these demands answers? See, I don't know exactly where to start from on this matter. I read something about. I saw one video about Bukola Lopade saying that the NFF did very well. They are doing very well in female football. Oh my days! Somebody needs to caution these people. You know, and I stand to be corrected. Our female football only needs more management. Then you are done. See, this, I don't know. I don't know. They are not doing enough. Have don't talk. These guys are not doing enough. I don't know why it's so difficult for the current African champion to get a friendly game. Cape Verde turn Nigeria down. South Sudan, is it South Sudan or Togo? Turn Nigeria down. Who's in charge of organizing friendly games for these girls? It's just so crazy. The current African champion cannot even get a friendly game. They are playing, I think currently now, they are playing, is it in Kenya also? They are playing this FIFA series in Kenya and also in Ivory Coast. Nigeria is even not involved in any of these things. Is so sad because these guys are just treated as if they are nobody. They are the most successful team in the whole of African continent. It's just a shame. how do you want these guys to, because I don't know, 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 I don't know. There's no explanation for all these things. They put out information that they are struggling to get opponents for the Falcons to play with, and you had a chance to play three friendlies this window. So now, all these things they're talking about is deliberate, and I can tell you the fact it's deliberate because they think that, okay, you know what, we engaged them in the last international window. Why are we going to engage them now? Let's engage them next window, then prepare. What's the point? It's a lie. It's because of noise from different quarters. That's the reason why they are trying to save their face. That, okay, you know what? We are trying to organize friendly game and things like that. It's a lie. They didn't plan anything, and it's so sad. I don't know why female football kept on, like, playing second fiddle in our this thing. It is very, very sad. I just hope that things actually will change, because for these guys to come out now and talk, I don't know. The Sand Eagles are even getting opportunities to play. Maybe probably, I don't know. They got opportunities to play. Super Eagles are not preparing for anything, but we got friendly game already. But it's just so sad. What I'm happy about is that these guys are united. They're drinking from the same cup now. I saw the post from majority of the girls talking about the same issue. So it's not the captain that is talking about it, and NFF is not talking. Nobody's asking questions. We need answers. We need answers, because it's not just about going to qualify for a tournament. I said it here several times that this team have the potential to go far and qualify for the semi or the final of the World Cup if they prepare them properly. But unfortunately, those handling our football it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I don't know exactly where to start. Guys, you can take it up from when you come on, but it's just so embarrassing that these girls, keep on. And Sheodiko will come out and say that, you know what, we won the WAFCON. It's part of the renewed hope agenda. Renewed hope, my foot. Which year renewed hope? Renewed hope agenda. The girls were suffering. You say it's a renewed hope. What type of hopelessness is that? It's just a shame. It's just a shame. Any small thing, they ride on it politically, but to prepare the girls is a big, big problem. It's a big, big problem. It's so sad. It's so sad that these guys are in this situation. We have to keep on supporting them, keep on talking. I cannot ignore them like this. It's so sad. So sad. So it's so sad. I'll talk more about them later. So now to the Super Eagles. So the Youth Cup is already free. I told you about this one last week. So, but what I wasn't sure last week was the fixtures. So Nigeria will play against Zimbabwe on the 26th of May. The game is going to be played at the Valley. Valley is the Charlton Athletic Stadium in London. So I will see if I can actually see the game live, or even watch the final or the third place if we lose to Zimbabwe. It's going to be just interesting to see to see them play. It's not far from where I live, so it's going very good. It's going very actually good to see these guys actually play. So it's going to be 26th at the Valley. So the next day, Jamaica will play against India. Then the final will take place on that Saturday. Is it June 1st or so? So that's it. So this game is just to celebrate unity again. I think among the Commonwealth countries, and we hope that this edition will be better than last time around. So Ghana pulled out. Ghana pulled out, and I think Trinidad and Tobago too also pulled out. I think Ghana pulled out because they're meant to play against Mexico around this time. And also too, I don't know why TNT. Is it TNT also that pulled out? So they have to bring India So Nigeria is the highest ranked team here, so they are like favorites to win it. So that is that. I will see exactly if I can actually be at the games. At the Valley. Valley is a very very good stadium. So that's probably at the end of the season. So majority of the players you will see there are going to be new players. UK born players. So let's see exactly what will happen. So Remy Ali, thank you for your super chat. Thank you, and also Chas. Chas saying that who was he talking to? I think it was journalist I was referring, what she was talking to. So, this is the fixtures of the game that you can see that semi-final one, Nigeria versus Zimbabwe, 7:30 UK time, and semi-final two is between Jamaica and India, 7:30 UK time too. So grand finale is going on Saturday, May 30. So not June 1st, sorry, May 30, Nigeria. So as in Nigeria, if we beat Zimbabwe, it's going to be the winner of the game between Nigeria and Zimbabwe versus the winner of the game between Jamaica and India. It's a shame that others are playing for the World Cup. But even say, let me tell you something. If Nigeria had qualified for the World Cup, they still want to play these tournaments. Yes, because they just think that we are the ones that like those around did that most Nigerians. So Nigeria is that name, that can bring people to that stadium there. Who wants to go and watch India versus Zimbabwe? Who wants to go and watch that game? Nobody. If Nigeria is not participating in this game, I don't think the organizers will even hold the Unity Cup because Nigeria can actually what pull crowd here. So let me just also. So let me just look at this particular story quickly. So you guys know that there is like under 15 under 15 tournament taking place in Zimbabwe is the Africa School Championship taking place in Zimbabwe. And I think it ended last week, yesterday. So Senegal, African champions again. They won the AFCON earlier this year in Morocco. They are now African champions again, beating Uganda in the final, on penalties. They beat Morocco 5-0 in the final in the semi-final, so before beating Uganda in the final. I've been hearing different comments about about the players that played, in that tournament. Oh my days! I saw Ugandan team. I saw Uganda under 15. Hey, I think the CAF needs to start doing the MRI test for these boys. I think I saw Uganda under 15. They can't play under 17. These guys are just too big. I saw the Senegalese too, still younger than Ugandans. Ugandans are just too big. So for me, I don't know, maybe I'm not their father. I don't know, but I just think that CAF needs to actually want to do better and be able to screen these players very well. So, in case you don't know, Nigeria have never played at the school championship before. Nigeria never played in this school championship before. We used to have schools that represent Africa. There's a school in Kaduna. There's a school in St. Fimbas. We used to have good schools. But I can tell you now, Nigeria, we've never played in this championship ever. This is the fifth edition now. Ever, Nigeria, the giants of Africa. We have never played in this competition, both for men and women. Never, ever. I've never qualified. Never. Sometimes, safe. We don't even register. And somebody is saying that Ibrahim Gusso should continue. See, I'll be waking up to lay costs on those supporting that terrible man. See, I just want see Nigeria is now withdrawing. Imagine we can't they forfeit competitions. Togo will present a team. Ghana, Niger Republic will present a team. And Nigeria will not present a team. No team to present. Nothing. I was wondering, what is happening? What is happening? And the issue is this, this competition doesn't get coverage. This is where it starts. If you have a good under 15 team, for example, now, so that's the guys team that won the under 15 tournament. They are the ones that will play for Senegal in the next 2 years when they play under 17 AFCON. I don't know what is wrong with us. I don't know. People are not talking. This is where the whole thing starts, both for men and for women. Thank you, St. Fimbas. When he started, he's a member of our channel, that the Nwosu was still a student at St. Fimbas. Can you see when he started playing in the league? I don't know what is now happening to us. Nobody is talking. This competition have been shouting. In fact, I don't know, maybe my friend is listening to me here. I pushed them to go and host it, but they failed the inspection. How do you know? I don't know. Renewed hope, my foot. Just wait and see. Indians will fill up the stadium more than Nigeria. No matter where in the world, Nigerians do not turn up in numbers for sports. Only church. Only church. You are right. I'm waiting for Indians to, they will fill up. Yeah. So last 50, that is it. No development again. And somebody is now telling me that Ibrahim Gusau should continue in office. For what? For what? Like, for what? With due respect, it's just as if you want to campaign for re-election, not to show us your records. For what? Everything don't crumble like this in front of his eyes, like in front of him. He had no idea of what he's doing. If he's listening, I will say it in front of him. No idea of what they do. No idea at all. It will just be no idea. I just said that and Eric Moore High School started playing for session. That is it. I don't know. Sometimes when we criticize us now, say, "Oh, we are anti-government. We don't like this thing. We don't." It's just because we want things to be good. This is tournament pay me. He pay me now. Next year, I can tell you that there's no plan. There's no plan to present the team next year. We will not. That's why I'm upset with some of these journalists. The guy, he had access, he had opportunity to ask Ibrahim Gusau, why are we not playing in this tournament? You are the head of Wafubi. Why are we not playing in this tournament? He didn't say, it was just because they don't even know the tournament. Half-baked people. So Okay, so like my guest is meant to come, but he doesn't want to show up. I don't think my guest wants to show up. So um our football is a reflection of what's happening in the country. I agree with you. News updates. It's a reflection of what's happening. If the country is not working, what is why will football work? So that is that. So uh, let me just talk about this player quickly before I go to. So shout out to Lukman. Lukman is the last man standing. So he's the only Nigerian player left in the UEFA Champions League, and they are just 1 foot away from qualifying for the semi-finals. So Lukman will be playing potentially against Arsenal in the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League. So when was the last time a Nigerian player played in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals? It's been a very long time actually. So I hope that Lukman can win it with Atletico Madrid. It's going to be very, very interesting if Lukman can actually what wins that with Atletico Madrid. So there's this boy called Zach called Joanna. Is he Zach called what's his name again? This is it Zach called Johanna? Yes, this boy. People used to say, this boy. This is the boy now. He attended the trials in Nigeria. He attended under 20, under 17 camp in Nigeria. But the boy is from Ikon Allah? Ikon Allah, Ikon Allah, Zadok Yuala. Thank you. So sometimes when these boys escape from the country, no, they did not notice them. It's because of the corruption in Nigerian age grade system. The corruption in that age grade system. In fact, the corruption is now to another new level under Ibrahim Gusso. The corruption, Nigerian age grade level. It's just players like this. He said that about 3 scouts came to watch him. Immediately, they knew that there's potential here. Similar to Wilfred Ndidi. When Wilfred was in Nat Boys in Lagos, so they brought scouts to come and check on them. Immediately, they watched them. All of them will pick Ndidi. When they watch them, see, it's not difficult to know talents. It's not difficult. Except the corruption. We don't eat us badly. That is what is disturbing us from progressing. Somebody saying this, we should not talk. Why would you talk? The boy tried. I think that this thing, but they didn't discover him. So I'm going to come to him later. Let me just talk about my featured section. So I probably some people say, you know what? I want to look at Nigeria under 23 players that are currently playing in Europe and the potential call-up for the next qualifiers that will happen in September. So I'm looking at the Nigerian player with Nigerian passports alone. Those that can play at the next Olympic. So those that can play at the next Olympic, they are actually what's it called? They must be born between 2005 and 2008. That's it. 2005 and 2008. That's where their date of birth must be. It's not they should not be born outside that, or else they are not eligible. And I'm saying it here now because this under 23, we don't verify the documents. We just call players anyhow. This Congo Kinshasa, they were disqualified too from not playing qualifiers last time around because of bringing player that is over age already. Please, so I'm saying it here now. The players born between 2005 and 2008, they are the ones that are eligible. Akinsomoro is still 21 years of age, but he's not eligible to play. The player must turn 23, at least 23, on or after January 1st, 2028. Please, so I'm saying it here now. Is 2005 to 2008. All those Anthony Dennis, they are 22 years of age, Toshikuna, the 22 years of age, they are not eligible to play it. Let us know, because these people don't know how to check papers. So they don't know. When you ask me questions here, say that I hope Dico don't have influence on the election. Yeah, I hope so. Zico is on zero. I'm going to come to his matter. These useless administrators. So I checked it. Now look at it. That you can argue it's opinion based, but for me, I think this goalkeeper is called Azan Sani. He plays for Al Ain in the Qatari, is it UAE league or so? Azan Sani he plays for Al Ain. Al Ain played in the Club World Cup, so it's not the first choice, but he plays in their cup games. Very tall goalkeeper, very commanding in the box. If you see his teammates are internationals already. So, and it's still, if you talk about quota system, you tick the box. Talk about everything, talent, the boy tick the box. So everything, the boy ticks the box. I'm just suggesting. There's also a goalkeeper that plays in Albania Division 2. That one too is consistent. He's the first choice there. But for me, I just think this guy is talented. As why I see it, where even in the cup game, he saved penalty in their cup game. He's talented. I think that they might, if I just pick one, I don't want to do. I've not gone into Nigerian born players. Just say this guy can be useful for the Olympic. I'm hearing that they might probably bring in Ebenezer Akot of Sporting Lagos, but for me, I think that this boy should be given the opportunity to represent Nigeria. He did not play for Nigeria at any underage. He found his way to Qatar. He's been doing well, at least at his age. I do expect him the first choice, but he's doing his bit. Sorry, one sec. So, I looked at that. So that's the option. You guys can suggest, and we don't really have a lot of options. But there's this guy. He's called Adiola Kosoko Toib. He can play as a right back. He plays in Turkish second division. I looked at him and said, okay, you know what? And the funniest thing about this guy is that he can play as a striker. I don't know, as a striker, as a as a right back. He's not. He's, just very interesting because I watched some of his games, and he can play anywhere. He's just a very good striker. In case you are chasing a goal, he can also come and do. I'm just So that's also Hadiola Kosoko. So he's eligible to play for the Olympic Eagles. So the next one, is my favorite guy, Emmanuel Michael. Former Nigeria 17 international. He plays for Lux. Is it LASK now in the Austria Bundesliga? He plays for Gobe United actually in the NPFL before he left Nigeria. Very humble player, very decent player. And I spoke to his mentor, You know, it's not to, oh, you know what, NFFF, they really like this boy. They want him to, to come to Nigerian system very soon. I don't know the reason why they ignored him for the other 20, but he's now he was signed for the second team. He's now making his debt. He's not coming on playing well for this. He's a good left back, very dangerous free kick. I remember when he was playing for our underage, under 20, under 17, when we get free kick around the area, they celebrate because this guy will score the free kick. Very, very good player, Emmanuel Michael for LASK in the Austria uh, Bundesliga. So another player, just against your opinions differ, is for me, I think the captain of the team, and it's Benjamin Fredericks. I think he should be the captain of the team. I believe that with Benjamin Fredericks playing for that Olympic Eagles, I think that is a step forward for his career, and also uh, he's got Super Eagles experience already. Played in Belgium, trained with the Brentford first team. He's 20 years of age. He was born in 2005, so he's eligible to play at the Olympic Games in Los Angeles. So is it not Higgins or Las Vegas? I don't know. So for me, I think that he's probably should be the one leading the team. So that is my take. You guys can have a different opinion about that, but for me, I think I will have him on that 23. I think it's more even needed to play in that 23 team. So a player that divides opinion is a former Nigerian 17 international called Vince. His name is called Vince Osuji. He signed from, is he from Kalmar in Sweden to what's it called? To Sport Brugge, Club Brugge in Belgium. He did well during preseason, but I don't know the reason why they didn't give many look in this season. He was so good during preseason. I don't know the reason why I didn't get any look in. So it's a player that he's got immense potential. What this guy needs is just for him to have a first team opportunity. Then, everything I'm pretty sure is going to become history. So good player, come on the ball, and also also play the midfield too. So if I have my way, I will ask him to partner Benjamin Fredericks out of that defense line. But opinions can differ, and that's my opinion actually. I'm not the coach. So and a player that probably people don't know is the best Nigeria academy player for a long time. Best Nigeria academy player. He played in the TCC League in Lagos. He's called Victor Iboro. Victor Iboro is a very, very good player. I think he plays in Estonia also. Very good player, highly rated player, central defender. He came through the Beyond Him Academy. Very good player. And also, and it's just like a slightly outside. Let's see exactly you get a look in. I'm pretty sure that this boy will not take long in his club. He already played in the UEFA Europa League or Conference League already. So he came through the Beyond Him Academy. Very good player. So I think he's slightly younger than Akis Omiro, so he's still eligible to play in these years. What's it called? In these years in the next Olympic game. His name is called Victor Iboro. He's a central defender, so you can check him up actually. Uh, so, a player that all of you know is also a central defender. He's been doing very well for his club side in Austria. Is it Austria or something? Is called Emmanuel Shuku, a player that plays for Nigeria at the under 20, level. He will play at the in under 20 level. He did go to the World Cup. So he's been playing on loan from Offenham in the German Bundesliga. He's been doing very, very well. So I hope that he can also get a look in. He's also a central defender and is still eligible to actually to play for the Olympic Eagles. So I'm done with the defenders now. The midfield is where the problem is. and also the problem is to so so the only defensive midfielder I actually want to see here is Igor George. Some of you guys, I know those guys that work with him. He played for Supreme FC in Lagos. He's in Abuja now, and now the boy plays in Georgia. Is it Georgia? No, he's placed in Georgia. So I think I'm gonna try and remember. Um, is it not in Norway? Sorry, he plays in Norway now. Very, very good player on the ball. Fantastic, player. Very tough. I know people that man. He plays in Norway. Yeah. I know people that work with him. I saw one offer. He got offer from French league also. So he's a guy that I know people that actually want to work with him. Very good defensive midfielder. He wasn't considered for the last under 22. Maybe this could be his chance to play for the Olympic actually World Eagles. So and the player that majority of people have been talking about that, oh, you know what, we want this boy in Super Eagles is Mubarak. It's called Mubarak. He plays he's a midfielder, plays for Slavia Prague. Is it Slavia Prague in the Czech league? Been doing very well for Slavia Prague in the Czech league. Also a very, very good player. People have been talking a lot about him, how he did so well for what's it called for his club sides. Let's see exactly, if he gets looking. But for me, I think it's very hard for you to ignore his performance. Maybe for the under 20 or under 23, anyone can actually work. For me, I think he's a guy that can be beat for the future. He just left Nigeria not quite long, so I think he's probably going to be very, very good. So. So, so I don't know. I think Eric Shell might probably be the coach of the Olympic Eagles. So it's Eric Shell. I think it might probably be Eric Shell. So a player that I don't even know the players. I don't know where I am currently now. Okay, I've talked about this player. I've talked about this. So another player I'm going to talk about. Just go and check them out. It's Ibrahim Alani. It's Ibrahim Alani. I thought we know exactly who Ibrahim Alani is. Good player. He played in La Liga last season for Real Valladolid. So currently he's playing the Segunda. He can play as a defensive midfielder. Can also play uh, as a central defender. Good player, composed on the ball. I know somebody that work. In fact, somebody that is working with him told me that this boy will captain Nigeria in years to come. I know exactly why he said that because the boy is so composed on the ball. The boy enjoying play football. He's still a very young player. He left Nigeria not quite long, and he's doing his beat in the Segunda division. So to the forward players now, I looked at to the forward players now. I don't know, maybe I got this guy. I looked at so this Soliu Afolabi. I think somebody mentioned his name directly. Actually, what the he's called this guy is called like Soliu Afolabi. I think he plays in Sweden. He's also a very, very good player. And he's the guy that I probably think that can actually add something to Nigeria in the future. And I'm going to say more about it. Uh, I don't why you laughing there. Amo, be careful there. You're not a member of the channel, so I can put you out. Be careful. Check each place in Czech Republic. Yeah, thank you. So I looked at the forward line. now say, you know what? How can who are the contenders for the forward line? You know, I think, I looked at this boy, John Auta. Thank you. I look at this boy. This boy is, Sonny Sulaiman. It's not like got into the first team. He's not in the first team of, RB Leipzig yet. But you cannot deny the boy's potential. He played for Nigeria in last under 20 World Cup. So brilliant player. I think that it's gonna be a crime. For if this boy is not invited, if he's fit and he's not invited to the Nigeria 23 team, I think that left hand side of the pitch, I think this boy can take care of business, against any African opponent. And this boy will be so instrumental if this team will actually what we qualify for the Olympic Games. So, in my opinion, I think I picked Sunny Sulaiman. But the issue is this: I also have some very good players I have to talk about here. Is this boy is called Elijah Odede. Elijah Odede. Oh, guys, I'm just talking. 34 people likes, guys. Oh, yeah. Like the video. I'm coming. Smith, please, what is it? I think Frederick is getting better, and I think that I think he's still in Brentford now. He said that he's going to be returning back to his club side any moment from now. So I think he's getting better. I think he's targeting June to come back. June. So guys, like the video. I'm going to pause now. This boy is called Elijah Odede. He's discovered from Ikot Allah too. Is from Ikot Allah, the same academy that Zadok Joanna came from. This boy moved to Troyes. Is it called Troyes? Troyes FC in the French second division. 3 million euros. 3 million euros transfer to Troy. So I looked at the boy too. So this boy is a very good left winger, but I just think that I prefer Sunny Sulaiman. Guys, like the video. Thank you. I did buy your Oluwafemi. That's Femo. Thank you, Femo. So that is it true that they are still pursuing it? That is the only saving grace they have. They are still pursuing it, but nobody will believe them again. That's the problem. Nobody will believe them again. Yes. So nobody will believe them again. This boy is called Elijah. They're a very, very good player. Icon Allah in Kaduna discovered this boy, and also Zadok Joanna. So I think there's something really, really going on in that Icon Allah, academy in Kaduna. I think I'm going to try and check them out, very, very soon, just to know exactly what they are doing. Troyes FC, yeah. Yeah. So good player, but I just think that Sanji Sulaiman can edge it in that area. But it's not good. It's not bad to have a player like this in the team. So there's other players that Okun, where's that, my friends guy here? Taiwo Okunade, his favorite player. So I also checked on him. He's also still eligible. Shola Ogundano. He's Shola Ogundano, former Beyond Limit player, plays for Dynamo Kiev in the Ukrainian league now. He's still eligible. You can see that he's born in 2005, so he can still play the National Olympic Games. So yeah. So for me, I think that he's also a prospect. He can play from the right wing, but the right wing, so talking about the right wing, it's very hard for you to ignore a player like this boy. This boy is new. let's hope that the boys stay consistent and see exactly, you know, maybe probably can probably actually will continue to deliver. He's a player, he's a young guy that got a lot of potential. I watched his game, you know, watched every bit of his game. I think that he's got the potential to actually want to do well, but it needs to stay solid, stay grinded, because you know that all these people, they don't have the fame yet. But if they have fame, can he handle fame very well? Can he be committed? Can he actually will be disciplined? So the boy has the potential. He can play for that under 20, or he can play for the Olympic Eagles. Anyone there for me, is okay. So, but if lastly, so look at the forward line too. Who did I suggest? I just think that for me, after everything, I think this boy Ugundu. For me, I think I know that you guys are mentioning Umar Baka. For me, I think if we want to get anything out, of these qualifiers and the Olympic Games, I think this boy from Osborg is probably the player to lead the attacking line. He's still a very young player that can actually he's still a young player that can still develop, be good in the future. For me, I think he's got bigger potential compared to the ones that I've mentioned. Due respect to Afiz, Afiz Umar, but Afiz Umar is just doing well in the second division. But I just think that this boy saw, watched a little bit of fame and knew that what, this boy can be good, especially starting with 23. He can now grow, you know, getting first team in Osborg, now grow with that 23 team. I think it might probably be very good for him in the future. So for me, I think this guy going to do other players too. For example, they say that Joe Elenikena. Elenikena is he wants to play for Super Eagles, not that 23. He won't play for that 23. And you say some few things too. It's very hard to get all these diaspora player to play for under 23 because they will want to play for they want to play for what's it called, for the main team. That is it. To get the clearance and everything is go very hard. So majority of this under 23 team will be bulk of those that are traveled from home and everything. So I know the NPFL, we still want to add some players in the NPFL there. I watch the NPFL on a regular basis. I've not seen any talents that, except na packaging, na remain. I can come and say, you know what, I want to also try some few things. There's not really a standout player in that NPFL. That is my problem. I looked at the Remo FC. I saw this boy there, Ahmed Akinyele. Is not a good player, with due respect to him. The level is the NPFL. When he played in a 20, he messed the whole thing up. So, and who else again? So I've not seen anybody. I don't see anybody why, who's a Victor Udo? Which Victor Udo? Victor Udo. So, so this player, I didn't talk about this player. So this honorable mention to this boy too. So there's also Christian Unwachuku, also Christian Unwachuku. Christian Unwachuku. So he's also a player of interest. I don't know why I did not put him up here actually. He's also a player of interest, Christian Unwachuku. So finally now, I know Orakpo, but I just didn't mention Orakpo because I just didn't mention Orakpo. I just think that those guys I mentioned, I think the boy from Osborg and Afis Umar, I think they are just ahead of Orapo. I'm sorry about that. Orapo is a good player, but I just think that those guys I mentioned are slightly ahead of Orapo. They're slightly ahead of Orapo. That's just my take. So, talking about Johanna. quickly before I bring people on, talking about Joanna, Jeffrey Carter is holding. I will not even bother because you guys did not put super chat there. I'll not go read your comments. Only people who super chat and read comment. Okay, I just. So what about Bamanyi? What? I was tempted to put another guy there, but then that guy is not. he's he's currently he's currently facing a lot of things now, so I can't put him there. He's eligible to play for 23, but I can't put him there now. He's facing a lot of things now currently. So talking about Zadok, Johanna. So there'll be a report that came out that Adiola, shout out Adiola, he gave me this report that keep Joanna until he gets his passport, then straight into national team in a couple of years. I won't get these guys to the national team directly. I beg, until he gets a Swedish passport. You know. I work, just take it to this guy, I know. The performance in Sweden actually what we have not really seen that type of performance in a long time. So they think that you know what, this guy might be probably the next big thing in Swedish football. So I understand that I can see that like there was 30K views at that time he posted it. So people were like reposting that okay they should try and like get him a passport, but it's just crazy. So I don't think the boy will say that he wants to play for Sweden, but it's just that if the boy is Swedish, that is different. But I just think that the guys, shout out Adiola, he got these things from me. Sweden needs him more than Nigeria. I don't think so. I think Nigeria also needs him to. He can play for Nigeria under 20, can also play for Nigeria under 23. But the problem is this: under 20, because the boy is already playing in Sweden now, they will say that they don't want him to play for under 20 because he already got a club and he already sorted and everything. He's Nigerian, so that is that. So let me just try and bring people on quickly. I hope I can finish early this time around. If I've not, I spoke about Otto Konko before on Tuesday. Was it on Tuesday or Wednesday? I spoke about Olise's comment too. So that's why I'm not going back to Olise's comment about not okay, let me just say it. Olise from Nigeria International said that we should reduce the number of foreign born player playing for Nigeria. That we need all these people eating akpu that can, that understand the culture very well. For me, I think it's a baseless argument. I don't think it should ever say that. I think everybody should be given the opportunity to represent their country. Because you have a different background does not mean that you're not in Nigeria. That doesn't mean that. Because I eat chicken and chips doesn't mean that I'm not in Nigeria. Doesn't mean that. If you eat akpu or you eat kunu, how many people eat akpu kunu doing well for Super Eagles now? How many of them? Majority of the players we have in the national team, they are the ones that are born abroad and they are doing very well. So all those ideas, I think it should go and bury those ideas. So are you going to tell me that Chidozie Awaziem is stronger than Calvin Bassey? Are you going to tell me that Chidozie Awaziem is stronger than Calvin Bassey? Did Calvin Bassey eat apple fufu when he was in Nigeria or Hawk pure water on the road? For me, all those things are baseless. Calvin Bassey is probably one of the strongest defender in the world currently now. So because say you they eat apple, you they eat eba, you they eat all those things does not make you strong safe now. So many other things I just think that that is baseless. I think that as far as you are in Nigerian, you should be called a Nigerian. So anybody deserve their chance. And I believe that no matter where you are born, as far as you are able to play for Nigeria, you have the right to compete for that jersey. And if you are good enough, so be. If you are not good enough, you try next time. So for me, I don't support that discussion. I also agree to that. We need to get homegrown players to Super Eagles. I also agree with that because everything is wrong with our production line. Let's be honest, everything is wrong. Our under 17 is now a marketplace where you buy and sell players. Under 20 is now a marketplace where you buy and sell player. I heard a story allegedly that a former under 20 coach that they gave jeep to they were to go and collect the jeep back when the guy arrived from the airport. Imagine, all those disgraceful things. Like I just, it's in fact the worst thing is now that even those that the system favored when they were growing up, that the one now polluting the system. It's a player now that he played in the Premier League for so many years. One of the best players in Nigeria. Still recommending, the system benefited the guy when he was back in Nigeria. But now, they're trying to impose players on national team handlers. I just think that is not is certainly uncalled for. The issue is just because our under 17 and under 20 is now like a marketplace. Everybody just go there, sell players, pay the highest bidder. In fact, I heard stories from Ali Zubairu's corrupt Ali Zubairu's under 20 that went to, was he Argentina? Was it Argentina went to last time around? Like they went to, was it Chile also? Horrible, 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 horrible stories. Horrible stories. Horrible stories. Player asking to go and bring money if you don't bring. Oh my God, horrible, allegedly horrible stories. Let me just put it that way. I just think that it was Chile. Okay, thank you. I just think that it was bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. So bad that I think that okay, they sacked the coach for unprofessional conduct. Then NFL never mentioned anything. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I just hope that it gets to a stage that we get it right in the country. I got super chats here quickly. I got from. I said, I wonder how Bassi and other foreign born players feel. Well, this is comment. It is divisive statement from a legend. Yes, it is so divisive. In my own opinion, it's so divisive. It's so divisive. In my own opinion, it's so divisive. Okay, thank you, Balogun Hope. I know this one like Enamo. Enamo, no, it's not. They have not talked about him, or I don't think they've not considered him. Why is he avoiding to call out the Guavon? Yes, they will not call out their people. They will not call out those that are their teammates. They believe that they are in it together and things like that. He never called them out. For example, now he was begging that Amuneke should be installed as the Super Eagles coach. He was begging. What's it called? He was begging. Who is the person again? Amaju Pinnick. That Amuneke should be national team coach. Where is Amuneke on the log here? Where is Amuneke on the log here? Where is Amuneke here on the log here? Where is Amuneke there? Amuneke is third in the log there. So they will not call them out. They believe that you know what? Because Amuneke is the only coach. He's the only coach I played. It's the only player that played in the World Cup in '94. I've not coached Super Eagles before, so they are doing everything to make sure that Amuneke also tastes Super Eagles. Super Eagles is now what they want to taste. So people are just avoiding things. So I think that it is very, very sad. It's very, very sad. It is very, very sad. Okay. Sorry, one sec, please. Please, have you spoken about statistics confirming the NFL submitted appeal? Yes, yes. See, I'm trying to avoid this. Sorry, I'm trying to avoid this Sanusi thing. You know, I'm trying to avoid it. I know that they are doing everything to galvanize what's it called, Nigerian back, but for me, they should be doing their own. They should be doing their own, and I don't want to talk about it again. I know that they're trying to push to see maybe probably they can still hold on to something. I know the reason why they are doing that. I don't want to say it in public. I know the reason why they are doing that. They want to hold on to something, but I just don't want to just go about it again because for me, I just think that they made mistake when they did that one, and that's so bad. That's so bad. That is so bad. That is so bad. That is actually was so bad. They made mistakes. So that's why I don't want to talk about their thing again. So I'm going to put the link quickly on if you want to join. Guys can join quickly, so I can go to bed early today. So so that's the link. So I'm wrapping it up now. So he's not coming back. Should let you what go. So Chris is here. So let's go make it sharp. So yeah, Chris.
Yo.
Yes. The first
Zizo.
Chris.
Zizo.
Chris.
Yeah. So, Chris, let me hear from you first, then to Zizo.
Okay. Good evening, everybody, man. Good morning. First of all, it's good to be here. Sorry about my voice. I've been dealing with flu, man.
Yeah.
So for I want to start with this boy, the Johanna boy.
Mm-hmm.
I saw like someone posted because I don't want to sit there now. Like I said, I've been watching him since. No, I saw him posted the goal like he scored, and then I watched like the highlight of the game, and I saw his performance, and I was really surprised that we have someone. I was even thinking that he was born in Sweden or something like that.
No,
I didn't know that he was from
born in Kaduna. So I like.
Didn't know he was from Nigeria. And then I even went deeper to read about the guy that signed him, how he stuck out his career on the line and told the club owner that if the boy doesn't do well, that he should fire him and don't compensate him. So to show you like you were saying earlier, how people that really understand football, how they know talent, and they do everything possible for that talent to be seen. They don't think about their own selfish interest. They do everything possible for that talent to be seen. And for our federation to grow, for our football to grow, we need people that look at the bigger picture than what they want to get now. Because a lot of us back home, a lot of normal average Nigerian mentality that about what I'm getting now. Nobody's thinking about the next day, And it's amazing seeing that boy, and I hope that he gets to, keep going and do very well. Because if he ends up doing very well for them, he opens the door for some other kids back home, So I pray that he gets to deliver. So next, I saw my own nice NFF Ibrahim Gasu or whatever his name is. I don't care. I saw his post on Instagram just to show you how incompetent and mediocre these people are. Like to just show you like the level of anyhowness. This is our president posting a video hyping himself where someone, I don't know who this guy is from the National Sports Commission that was saying all this nonsense. Now, if you look at this video, yeah, just to show you the video, they screen recorded it from WhatsApp. They screen recorded the video from WhatsApp, then posted it. And then the guy here is just talking nonsense, absolute nonsense. Now, this is not even what the guy is saying on the phone, on the video is not even my issue. Because that one is just nonsense. Just to show you how people will just sit down with camera in their face and just lie boldly without no care of even thinking about the fact that you are somebody's father. You just lie. The fact is that it's a video that was sent to him on WhatsApp. Instead of them to download the video, you don't send the video on WhatsApp, download it, right? It's on your phone, then you post it. He screen recorded the video, played it on WhatsApp, screen recorded it from WhatsApp, took it, didn't edit it, just posted it like that on the page. So you see, this little thing is how you know somebody that don't know what that don't have any type of organization. No type of organization at all, no type of coordination, nothing. Just anyhowness. And when how can someone like this run a football federation? How? What does he know? If he can, what can someone like this run the football federation? So like this, and also it kind of like, because I went to the comment section and there's still some Nigerians in the comment section hailing him. I don't know whether they're paying these people. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what they're hoping for, that he will like the comment and say, these people like me. I don't know whether they're hoping that he will send them money. I don't know what is it with our people.
Nigeria with eye service.
Like those are like, well done, sir. You're doing well, sir. What is wrong with you people, man? Like what is wrong with you people? Like how what else do you have to do for people to understand that this is not the way things are supposed to be done? And for Sunday Olise, I said it the last during the AFCON that the worst thing to happen to Nigeria football is this 92 set or whatever it is, 96 or whatever it is sets. They're the worst thing to happen. And Sunday Olise, I feel like he's trying to get talking points. Sometimes I feel like he's trying to get talking points for his podcast, drive traffic. But then again, when you look at the things they have said, even before started doing the podcast, you know that these guys just I don't know how someone like somebody say you look at someone like Eric Shell, you see what he has done. Of course, we didn't go to the World Cup. It wasn't Eric Shell's fault that we didn't go to the World Cup. God gave us so many chances. We had so many chances to make it to the World Cup. When
also be bad luck.
When they knew that Joseph Pizarro was not going to continue, they had how many months to prepare to get the next coaching? They had time to do it. But instead they say, let's cut corners. You know the way it'll be now. Just cut. If we give this guy, we'll pay less. They gave it to Finidi. Finidi decided to do his NPFL project. Decided to do experiment with the NPFL players. We lost one game, drew the other one. And then instead of them to now say, okay, you know what? Let's bring in a better coach now immediately. So I need to start preparing for the next qualifiers. Because during that period, we had a period where we had to do AFCON qualifiers, right? Now, you're supposed to bring the next coach there, right? a better coach and say, okay, this coach will use AFCON to prepare for the World Cup qualifiers. No, they give it to Eguavoen, hoping that if Eguavoen does well in the qualifiers, they will. If he does well in the AFCON qualifiers, they will give him the World Cup qualifiers. And then Eguavoen almost, if not for the fact that Libya game was forfeited because of what they did. We almost would have been in a difficult situation in that stuff.
Yeah.
And then now that stuff that happened, then they now have to bring in a coach that didn't have time to play any friendly, didn't have time for anything, didn't have time to get to know the players. And then they now, when this coach now tried to give us the best result that we have had throughout this qualifiers, they're not coming out saying that what did he do? He did not qualify us for the World Cup. And these people now, you expect that God will not punish them. People that are saying these things, people that are saying this, that God will not punish them. When you had so many chances to so many this thing, the way that people when you look at the way we are all football fans here. We have clubs that we support. You see the way the clubs do things, how they plan ahead, how they do things to make sure that they're not lacking behind. But Ibrahim Donkey Gasu, what did he do with all the opportunities he had? What did he do? Now we went to play the game in South Africa. South Africa decided to take that game to that stadium. See, I'm telling you something there. Any serious president, Morocco, you see Morocco, yeah? The president wouldn't have allowed Morocco to play in that stadium.
Yeah, I agree.
He would say no, no. Any serious president, even Eto'o with his madness, even Eto'o with his madness would have said no.
Yeah, I agree. But
we have a president that has nothing, no charisma, nothing, can't do nothing. He's just there because he's his turn or whatever. I don't know what had. I don't know how he got there. Because because he's his turn, he's just there. Any serious president that knew that okay, look, this one going to deduct 3 points. This next game, we must make sure they play in a pitch that will favor everybody. The president will say it must happen. Yes. If it doesn't happen, it must happen, and they will fight. Even Eto'o with the ordinance, Eto'o will not agree for that game to be played in that place. But look at the way South Africa bullied our destiny in these qualifiers. Look at the way they controlled things in these qualifiers.
Yeah.
And our president was just there. Nothing. South Africa played how many games at home? How many games did they play at home in that qualifiers?
They played. They only played away to
They only played two away games. Only two.
Rwanda, away to Benin Republic. I think they played 7 at home.
Yes, 7. They played only 3 away games. Our president was just looking at them, looking at everything they do. Nothing. Didn't do nothing. Didn't say, no, you guys have played how many games at home? Now we're going to put us in this stadium. No, we are going to play. If you're going to play, let's go. Nothing. Our president didn't do anything. And now he's posting stupid videos online of people of people that have no integrity, trying to vouch for him, saying that look at the Falcons, we won the AFCON. Like I see, we have 10 AFCONs. It's like someone hiring. It's like Real Madrid hiring Zizou now and Zizou win Champions League. If Zizou win Champions League in Real Madrid, is going to be like, Zizou is a very good coach. As long as Zizou doesn't do well in the La Liga and other competitions, which Champions League, people might be like, it's just another thing where win this one. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to use that as the reason why he should be president again. So for me, if I see anybody, any of the journalists that come out and say anything about that Ibrahim Gusau should stay in this place, I will go outside naked in the midnight in my backyard. I will stand there naked and I will swear for the person. I will swear for the person.
I will bring my. I used to have this Osonyi. It's called Osonyi. I will bring the Osonyi out now. It's like the one that talks. When I'll bring it out now. So
I will swear for the person, and the next person that will enter, I will swear for that person and say, if you don't do well, because see, Smith, how long do you have on this earth? How long do you have on this earth? World Cup is every 4 years.
Yeah,
I've missed 2 World Cups. 2.
How much? They don't be wearing metal armor. You should leave. So thank you. Let me tell you something. People think that I'm going to let you down because people are waiting. See, I said something that I don't think these guys likes Nigeria that much. Maybe probably they like Nigeria or they just behave in the way they are. See, we are that this World Cup is like God really want us to go, but every opportunity, with the blow up. Now, he said that Ibrahim Gusau, I just want to ask him that question again. Say he went to go and pray on the mountain, Abi. Said they did some prayers and they picked Finidi George as the coach. That prayer, I want them to remind him, say, "Ooh, that is that prayer." This guy, to tell you that this guy is a bad news for Nigeria. He went on Super Sports, so that we asked organizers, said that it's okay with them, Finidi George, and so he asked journalists that is Finidi George okay? So those your friend Chris said that it's okay. Then they appointed Finidi George. Ibrahim Gusau. Thank you, Chris. No, you can still actually was waiting. Don't go. I'll still bring you.
No, I'll be here.
Thank you, Chris. So I thought I'm going to bring you very quickly, but I'm going to say from to talk about Zizo. Let me hear from you first.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, viewers, depending on where you're watching us from.
Yes.
Nigeria, man. Yesterday, when you guys were talking about limitation of foreign base, to me, I totally disagree with it because that's nothing to me in football. There's nothing like a limit, as in limitation. How can you limit talent? You can't limit talent. Talent is talent, depending on where you were born. You understand? It's a talent. You can't limit talent. It's like you are telling your talent, okay. Imagine we have somebody like Lami Yama that want to play for Nigeria. I say, oh, because he's a foreign base, we don't want him. Are you okay? It doesn't make sense. Look at Olisa. You have somebody like Olisa, have Lemi Yama, have the one that played for Bayern Munich, Saka, all of them. They want to.
Musiala.
All of the Musiala, all of them, they want to play for Nigeria. I say, oh, because they are foreign based, they shouldn't play. We'll go and bring all these ones that do cassava in a pitch. all these ones that do cassava plantation in Nigerian league is what you're going to use to play people that are playing by Monica. When they go, look at if you know how bad our league and the people that play football in Nigeria is, people won't be talking about all this limitation. Look at, is it not the same Finidi that was begging Pepe is it Pepe Pepe football jersey.
Uh-huh.
Imagine what will happen to all these home base if they happen to play against Portugal and the Spain and all this. They will beg Yama, please, can I have your boot? I don't have boot to play in Nigeria. Big, just that's me your that is what you will be experiencing. Yeah, Nigeria is we are bad. You have to accept it. We are bad. That's something like a limitation in football. Whenever they are playing, assemble all of them. Let them compete.
Mm-hmm.
If you think you
Yeah.
have talent in Nigeria, bring it on. Bring the one from foreign base, from abroad. Let two of them compete. You will know whether you even if you deny the foreign base from participating in our youth team, it will
Mm-hmm.
still happen to us. All of us when you okay, look at what is happening to this and are we not we as a country are we not regretting that we don't have them in our team?
Mm-hmm.
We are regretting. Imagine we have all these all these people in our team. Do you think any team will beat Nigeria?
It's gonna be. See, do you think?
Both the defenders as well.
Uh-huh.
The one that play for Austria, that defend Alaba, all of them.
Alaba, Akanji.
Akanji. Eh?
So do you think? I said that Nigeria, with talent, Nigeria should be competing to win the World Cup.
Nobody will beat Nigeria when it comes to all these foreign base this thing because they are all talented. They are not just playing football. Where I used to, before, me, I don't like talking about all this thing, but I have to say it now. I work in a stadium, in a Tottenham stadium. I happened to meet all these people when I was working there. All of them from A to Z. All these Dembele, all these people that Dele Ali, all of them. I meet Danny Rose, all of them. Even Hurricane. I meet all of them when they were in Tottenham. I snap picture with them. I know how these people. I even sometimes I will go to their training ground to work. I know the way they train, how they started. Nigeria, we don't have all these things. That's why you see most of all these people that are playing for all these guys, all these clubs, they pick them from secondary school,
Yes.
put them in the academy, started funding them, started giving their family whatever they need.
School sport now in Nigeria is zero.
It's zero. Okay.
Somebody will have a room and a parlor and say it's establishing school.
Now, for you to play even in our league that we think we will have, you have to bribe yourself in for you to play Nigeria. Imagine somebody that is bribing himself in to play Nigerian league. He knows that person is not good.
It's not good. Yes.
If you are good, you can't be bribing anybody to play for that person. That's why I said talent will take you so many places. Even if the Nigerian league abandon you from picking you to play for them, foreigners will just pick you from nowhere. When you go to abroad, that is why you see all these Nigerian players excelling everywhere all over the Europe, because those people that excelling all over the Europe now, they are the ones that's supposed to be playing for the Nigerian league. But because they are taking bribes, they can't pick them. They keep on taking all these people that do cassava plantation.
Let me ask you a question before I let you go. Zizo, there's a player that you might come out and say that we have players in this country, but it's because they don't have opportunity. That's the reason why we cannot see majority of them. So
I said it here. I know because I'm from grassroots. I play ball in grassroots. I know people who have.
This boy is called Zadok Johaya. He also tried to play for Nigeria at the under-20, under-17, but he was dropped. Few months after, the boy, if they call him the Ninja Minama, is now shining in Sweden. So I think it's to add up to also buttress a point that
Smith, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that even if I have this thing I have in my house here, any league, this guy you guys have seen, I've seen the guy before. I can watch any league all over the world. Once I just put the name of the country and put the league, their league, it will just show it on my television.
Mhm.
I watched the guy a day before yesterday. The guy they still have match on Sunday. I was still
Mhm.
watching. You understand? To watch all these players, even Nadi, he played some minutes today. Nadi, I watch all of them. They are still growing. In
Mhm.
2 years' time to come, all of them will start playing
Yeah,
big.
I,
You
I agree.
understand?
I
I'm
agree
not
with
surprised that all these guys are doing well all over there or anywhere they find themselves because Nigeria happened to them.
you. Uh-huh.
That's why they see that opportunity and grab it and pew, they disappear. Not most of the people that are playing well in Europe, they don't play Nigerian league.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Even
They
the
don't
boy
play
I
Nigerian league.
the,
Olisa, people, Smith,
this
people should forget
this
about
boy too
Olisa.
now in Germany. The only play academy, grassroots. This boy too, grassroots. None of them
So,
play
so many
Nigerian league.
of them, so many of them.
I agree with you on that, yeah.
Some of them they can even take little money to play for any division in Europe.
Mhm.
They will still excel.
Yes, yeah.
It's a
I
matter
agree.
of time.
Fine.
It's a matter of
I
time.
agree. Yeah, I agree with you, Zizo. You know, Zizo is a very nice grassroots person. He's a retired footballer. Uh,
Olisa is not relevant anymore. That's why he's just poke nosing everywhere.
yeah.
Guso himself, that one is a OES member. Or your
Mhm.
mandate we shall stand. That is what they are singing in the grass house.
Thank you so for your time. Thank you, thank
Even
you.
to me, sorry, finance this thing for me is better because the reason why this man is not prioritizing our youth team is because they don't want to spend money. That's why I'm telling
Yeah,
you the
that's it.
truth.
I think so.
That's why. Assuming you say government is giving them money, even government is giving them, they will not privatize anything at all. They will
Yeah,
not take them to any competition because they
yeah,
know they will eventually spend money there,
yeah. I agree
and
with you.
somebody is there pocketing that money.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So
Mm-hmm.
me, I'm not the women team. The women team. What I want to say about the women team as well is because, like I said to you, if not because most of them are playing in Europe, I'm telling you, this coming Nations Cup for women, yeah, Nigeria will not qualify for that World Cup.
I agree with you. I
I'm
agree.
telling you the truth. Nigeria will not qualify from their group
Yeah, yeah. I
because
agree.
the foundation of everything is rubbish now in Nigeria. Foundation of
Yeah,
things is rubbish. They
rubbish.
are rubbish in everything.
Yeah.
These people, I said it before in your program. If
Mm-hmm.
Nigeria do not take care,
Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
happened to Italy will happen to Nigeria. Nigeria will not qualify
2030.
20, yeah, 2030.
Yeah. Yes. If we don't get it right this time around, thank you so for your time because people are already queuing and waiting. But I always enjoy it.
No problem. Take care.
Hope you go watch the Unity Cup game in London. Are you gonna go and watch it?
No, I'm going to come and go. Maybe I will see you there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. All
All
right.
right.
Zizo. Thank
Even
you. Thank you.
I've been telling some of my Indian friends that I work with.
Okay. I will go beat them 99-0. Abi. 89.
99.
All right, thank you, Zizo, for your time. Thank you. Zizo is very funny. So I thought it's go come. Chance, because you you don't go back on the queue slightly, but just hold on, Chance. I want to bring them up where I thought to on. I'm going to bring you on next, Chance. So before you guys talk, I just hold on a sec. Thank you, Chance. I said sorry, thank you, Uche. Them we had Olise and Eze. And Amaju Pinnick could not actually was use NFF chairman spots to cap them. That one. So imagine we have the front line of Lukman, Osimi, and Michael Olise. Hey, okay. I know go talk more than that. Who else again? I think I have one other comment. Okay, yeah. These people, these mullets, Bobetse, saying vote Tinubu. In Tinubu, we believe. If you make another political comment after that again, you and Steph Monique, the bad day boy, I will block you from this platform. If you make any other political comment, yeah, don't make me upset, please. This is sports, is not politics. We can link it, but the NFL does not have anything to do with the mandate which I start. No, this is typically what sports. We can link it to, we don't get attention from them. That is fine, but about voting is not. So
Zimbabwe.
quickly.
Anyway, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening, Zimbabwe.
Understand?
Yes.
I won't take long today. First of all, who is the coach of NNP? Who is the person on NNP? Who is the coach on NNP?
I think they might probably
I bet any coach.
I think they might probably be a shirt over
Sure.
the team. But they're gonna have like a chief coach.
Okay.
But I think Chair might probably be the one they're gonna have a chief coach here.
Just like Basketball and Buffy that time.
Yeah,
Basketball and Buffy that time.
I'm doing free. And he work well now, you know. Once they get Buffy, work well now.
Yes. That's why I'm Buffy.
Yeah, so they look well quickly,
yeah. Secondly, about the NFF and their palava. I'm tired. Oh, the soon. So I don't want it again. Because how do you send a fee without paying the fee? That is madness. Send that without paying the computer fee to let their fee go through. I keep on telling you that be kid. That's very terrible. And finally, see, like this man that you said, I'm not careful. I know I'm not going to you work with this man Madugu. I'm not going anywhere. But that man like no nothing out tomorrow. I'm sorry. He's very clueless. Just like it's Pastor I lose the baby. Look at that boy, that dog. He's in Nigeria. I'll take it because it's not your academy. You just leave him out. That's why the one boy from that put you. Defend that say that one take I made the lady to walk up and Danny Bamai. They got people, they got playing football. So they're all them that you go. Finally, what's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on the share contract situation? Because that's my concern. If I do now, you 6 months on contract. Without signing any contract, can live in January. That they go back to Jan Zero. But this the other part is back. And saying you the come on the money. So let's sign any contract. Sign for your contract Nigeria. Let's see what's up. So that's my choice today. Thank you, God bless you.
Thank you, David. Let me just address the comment about NGL contract. See, these people are so disorganized. I can tell you, they are so disorganized. They don't know exactly what they are doing. They're just so disorganized. Like, I don't know the reason why we just still have these people as the president. And I don't take it from anywhere, please.
Thank you. I think it's only in Nigeria that our past years is better than our present year. Nigeria, we still celebrate our past. Why?
I don't know. So because because people don't vote, say I should block Steph Monique. I'm sorry, I will block Steph Monique because he's throwing tantrum. Maybe he had so many lollipop on his birthday. So I will put Steph Monique to bed. Put you to bed. Continue. I'm sorry.
Nice. Now, we are celebrating our past, but you have to implement your past with your future. If Italy doesn't go to work off 3 or 4 times, they only have 5. Do we have any? No. We don't. What go and work up? The way it is going, and it should be difficult for them to come. The way it is going. Now, it is
one thing is for us to, and I said it today, the people that we have at the ends of affairs of our football, they don't like football, and football doesn't like them. Like I said this morning, they're civil servants, but they don't put them in the office. And the fact that this office, there's money there, so they like to sit down. They no business with football. No, he played football. He played football. But when his in-law just gave him, okay, you should grab this one, and someone in there. I started using that one to climb. He doesn't know football. Doesn't like football. So
I
that's
agree
what
with you.
we have. That's it. Now, in the 21st century, someone is mentioning Bosso's name. Bosso.
Bosso wants to be the chief coach of the under 23.
So they can bring his anointed son against my captain.
Imagine we again captain at 23. Ageless.
Now, Smith, you are supposed to be given a job based on your record. When Paletti was made the coach of the Azul International team, it was because of what he did with Napoli. But Nigeria reverses the case. The same Amonike that relegated Atlant, and somebody is now saying he's going to be the coach of the Super Eagles. Isn't that madness? Isn't that madness? They should understand that some of us, we grew up knowing Green Eagles. We grew up with Green Eagles. We love this team. I'm not talking about Eagles again. It's a lie. One of the days we still talk about it because it's embedded in us. And look at what you've been saying. When the number 1, number 2, and number 3 do not like sports. Even the number 3 man, the stadium, the people in New York. I'm telling you, everything that just to siphon. Of any politician, don't mention any stadium, the name of any politician. Why? Because of that stadium. He built it with the taxpayers' money. He should not put his name, it should be his name. It's wrong. It is very, very wrong.
Yes.
And now we will talk. Somebody is when we say we don't talk, I'm not talking, you don't talk like that. You don't silence when you don't talk. So talk. We want this one to do. Now look at these boys now. That young man. I told you that government is involved in generation of food. Any government with his secretary for FA, they monitor what's going on. Involved, they monitor what's going on. And it's still boy. Many players in Nigeria without NFF knowing. When it was in NFA, you never in Nigeria. You be a concept of NFA. This is not something that has to do population. We don't play at this vaccine without the consent of the FA. Even the ones that are naturalized to play for other countries.
Yeah.
The FA have to sign and this them. But now this is what I go to look at. Now look at the ones and this will be took to the World Cup. He dropped a good player in that Emmanuel Chukwu, a defender.
Yeah.
Now player AFCON. World Cup, you dropped him.
Yeah.
And this somebody else.
Yeah. I could not keep offside.
Wait. You and this war allegedly that shows that Emmanuel Chukwu's envelope was for AFCON.
Envelope is for AFCON, not for World Cup.
We've been doing this to ourselves.
Look at Divine Olise.
You probably say, you don't have a coach for the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at all the windows, very windows. Falcons has not played any friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And when these guys go to the WAFCON now, when they don't do well, you and I are busy saying that they're not good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
And see, when I mentioned those players, I commented that tell them we don't want caregivers or we don't want players from Division 9. We don't want somebody that is our right one that play that is playing as Division 2. So like that's the people that's captain for football.
No, I know. I don't know. I think it was a guy working with the former Minister of Sports, Sonny Dare, that was responsible for those shenanigans then, because a boy told me that the boy works as a hairdresser. Let me just put it that way. And the boy said that they asked him to bring £4,000 to play for under 23. The boy is not even a footballer. Like, say they will get the information, they will get it for him. So I think he's just their bad behavior, honestly.
Under 20, under 23 is very good.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
If we're qualified or not.
Yeah.
That played and the other one that we did qualify was in 2004. When he qualified under 23.
Yeah.
One time they used 3 names. He said he was playing for America. He won lovely technology. If America said was playing league in America, he wasn't playing anything. Because it's good, do not talk. It should continue. Father, who should be watchful. When we this gender, let us call them out and put them out and mess. Take their names, then you push. This guy is an LS and UK, if I go out, that's the you know, you get the dream of complete of your own interest.
Yeah. See, I agree with you. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I actually agree with you. It's so making about it. But let me just announce this thing. I don't know. We'll be trying to do something special. I spoke to him on the phone a couple of days ago. It's going to be a very, very interesting program. You know, we want to. It's going to be like a more of a teaching program. We want to talk about what happened years, and we're probably going to be inviting those that played for Nigeria, you know, years too, and we discuss this glorious event. Because let me tell you something, our present might not be good, but the past seems to be probably what we could. So just discuss it, educate people, let people again fall in love with Nigerian football. But I don't know, you know, any final thoughts from you? Any final thoughts?
No, I'm just saying is this. Poly that becomes the coach of the under 23. You have thank God for internet. Bringing, I know my homegrown players that have gone out, and blend them with the foreign born or foreign bred. Like always say, you cannot choose where to be born. You can't choose where to be born. These boys too, for what I have Nigerian blood, they are Nigerians. So so you need to bring in this boy, mix them together. Let us build future. So like Lukman and Co. Lukman is 27, 28. These guys are aging. All I know is 29. They are aging. The next 4-5 years, these guys will not be able to replicate the same thing they are giving us now. So, as I said, if you please give us the best for under 23 so that these guys can move from under 23 to Super Eagles. That's what I'm saying. Please, people should please, these guys should please, give us what we need. We need to start building our future now. Thank you.
It's very difficult, very insightful conversation. Thank you, Aidotun. Steph Monique, how did you disappear and come here? I did not do anything before. How did Steph Monique disappear and come here again? It's like these guys, you and that boy. Is he called? I forgot his name.
Brian Tower. Is it Brian
Tower? This thing, yeah. Something is talking me about GR Congo. So I have somebody here before. I have Chi Dyke. It looks like a footballer. Is he? Chi Dyke? Yeah, it seems like a footballer. Maybe he's a striker. It looks like a striker that plays for West Brom. Yeah, when they come on, we introduce himself. Maybe he's a retired striker or he's still playing. We see. So I also have Omweri waiting, and I have positive sport vibes. She's going to be talking about the Falcons here. She's going to be coming on next. But Omweri, just wait. There's one person that joined this live. I don't know the reason why he left. But Omweri, I'm going to be coming with Omweri last. But Omweri, just wait on. I'll have like 2 ahead of you, Omweri, please. Hey, Charles, take it from anywhere quickly.
Okay, so the WAFCON is starting on July. I mean, and the NFF hasn't even organized a friendly for them. Too sad. The FIFA qualifying series that's going on in Australia, the most continental champion in women category is not there. It shows how much the NFF value the women football team. And Olopade came out, Olopade, that tout, I call him a tout because of the way he talks. He came out and he said Gusau won the WAFCON, and he's not even, nobody is protecting, nobody is taking care of those women, because those women are the pride of Nigerian football. Those women. So I don't know why everybody is so quiet. Now, concerning Sunday Olise said something. He said if we don't qualify for 2030 World Cup, our football will be gone. He's right. He's right. Our football is gone. But please, he should be careful of what he says about these foreign guys. I don't like the fact that ever since Nigeria failed to qualify for back-to-back World Cup, these foreign boys have been taking the insult. Back in the day, the African diaspora was not as big as it was. Now, if you go to London, if you see a black man, either he's Nigerian, Jamaican, or Ghanaian. So why this insult? Why is he not calling out Eguavon, who has been there for 4 years? Why is he not calling out Sanusi, who has been there for 19 years? Gusau, 16 years. Diko, he was there as Amadu's second vice president, came back as NSC chairman. Why is he not calling them out? Westerhoff said something. Westerhoff said something. He said he told the NFL to leave the 2026 World Cup alone. Focus on the 2030 and 2034. To me, if Lukman and Osimhen are performing at high level and we get our stuff right, we should set a target of reaching the finals of the World Cup, this 2030 World Cup. If Lukman and Osimhen are playing at high level and we get our acts right, why can't we reach the final of the World Cup? Since it's in an African continent and it can be a home game. Why? That should be our target. Because look, see, there's a reason why Fuzi Lecture signed Iniesta as their technical director. Yes, it was to help develop their football, but also was to attract all these top Spanish talent. Because if Thiago Pita doesn't want to play for Morocco, when someone like Iniesta reach out to him, he will change his mind. Look at how Morocco are just seriously building their momentum for the World Cup 2030. Look at Senegal, and they complain about money. This friendly that they played in Turkey. Why can't you play this friendly in Houston? Why can't you play this friendly in Wembley? Why play it somewhere? Nobody. How do you not make money? These are common sense. These are common things. To me, right now we should start preparing. Okay, nobody knows our home stadium. We don't know our home stadium. For these next qualifiers from now to 2030, we don't know anything about a home stadium. They're debating, oh, is it Abuja? Is it Lagos? Why we should start knowing, not you going around taking pictures. Somebody will be saying renew hope, but you're buying cap and stuff. You're setting up diaspora committee. What's the point of diaspora committee if you don't have stadium? Hakim Ziyech said something. He said he did not want to play for Morocco, but when they invited him to Morocco and he saw all the facilities, he was intrigued. He changed his mind immediately. So why can't we do that? Why are we going to force the boys to come and play in this dirty environment? You can't be doing the same thing and you want a different result. No, that's insane. That's insanity. Because we need to get our act right. Today is what? This is April. 2 months. World Cup start. Everything will end July. That's the drawing board.
The next World Cup qualifier is in March next year.
Exactly.
And you know what? If they want to play World Cup qualifier in March next year, AFCON in June, then the September of 2027 is the AFCON qualifier for the 2008 one. So if we play 2 matches in March next year, just like we did against Lesotho and was it Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
Zimbabwe, 2 games off. Then we'll now forget it until the next year match again. You can see now that it's very tricky.
Very tricky, yeah. And this is why I said this Gusau cannot come back. I don't know. I think we have to get behind this big shed lawsuit, because I was hoping if that one don't work, if we can lead a protest. That's why I wanted football fans to start talking. They don't want to talk. They're not talking about this. They're keeping quiet.
No,
they need to start drumming awareness on this.
Somebody will talk more about it now. It's coming on very soon. But continue.
Yeah. So that's for me, because even this Olise, he wanted to play for Nigeria, but his idol was Thierry Henry. If Amaju was a sensible person, he would have hired some of these high-ranking people. Come on, be part of our committee. Come on, let those guys will talk for them. Because what Morocco did, people are not noticing. Morocco hired Iniesta. Iniesta can talk to anybody. Oh, Iniesta, Barca legend, World Cup winner. Oh, this and that. Oh, let me listen to him. Why can't we hire someone as that status? Come and work with us. Why can't we hire somebody like Rio Ferdinand as part of our committee to come and talk to some diaspora blonde players? Why can't we hire it for England? These are common sense. These are things we should be thinking about. Now you going around shouting we need hope on your Monday. Now I am afraid of Diko, because Diko is the NSC chairman, and you best believe he will have influence in this election. So we are all deceiving ourselves. We need a protest, a big time protest. We carry cane and go to that glass and flog them. Maybe that time they'll listen. No, I'm serious, because they are buying stuff. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, and the president don't care. That's the problem. If the president cared, this problem was over. But thank you for having me. Thank you,
Charles. So, so that is actually what that. So, Steph Monique, how did you appear back? How did you come back here, Steph Monique? I've already blocked you before. You are looking for ways to come. But let me just see. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna bring Ifeolu actually on, but she doesn't like camera that much, so I'm gonna make it slightly smaller on one side, and so sorry, 1 sec please. Let me it's not saying smaller. 1 sec. I think I did this last time. Okay, I don't know why it's not 1 sec. Just so I put it. Sorry, 1 sec. What is okay, let me just see what otherwise it's not getting smaller. I think the last time I ran it was smaller, but I don't know. But okay, let's just
it's smaller now. Oh no, it should be smaller now.
Okay. Well, just talk. Don't worry, it's fine. Just talk. So
okay.
So I know that you're a passionate Sparkons fan. You want these girls to do well. So, but just take it from anywhere. What's your take about this team again? They will not be playing this window. We're meant to play 3 games, but again, under blackouts for these girls. What's your take?
Honestly, I'm overwhelmed. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. Like Dawn was just talking honestly, and if we do not get to that point where we'll take action, this is gonna keep happening. Because the problem is not just endemic; it's they've gotten away with quote and unquote murder too many times, and the more we just talk, I think they're taking us for granted, feeling that, oh yeah, Gusto said something when their training kits did not get to Morocco until maybe semi-final. I said, oh, people have been saying a lot and he doesn't care. I'm like, okay. So they've gotten to that point where they don't care. We just talk and that's it. You know, and I know Nigerians too have this knowledge gap where they feel if there's interference, they're going to be banned, and everybody's kind of avoids that interference, forgetting that the people can actually decide they've had enough. If we keep allowing them get away with the fact that FIFA says no interference, nothing is going to change. And I feel so bad for these ladies because they are the most successful football team in Africa, male and female combined. But they get treated like they are inferior to the men. And it's so disheartening. It's so shameful. And if we continue this way, like I said, nothing is going to change. And unfortunately, they do not even have a good coach. I really do not care what anybody thinks. They do not have a sound coach. A coach that has never been engaged in strategy session. Please, what are you doing as a coach?
Yes.
A coach that does not even contribute anything to them in the dressing room. And I'm saying this confidently. What are you doing as a coach? A coach that will always stand at the at the line to shout go go go. That's the only thing we ever get to hear. And some people will gather and start saying we should support local coaches. Are we for real? Are we joking? I'm not foresee. Rena Wakama is a Nigerian. John Utaka is in charge of this Montpellier in France.
In France,
he's a Nigerian. We have ex-footballers that are doing fantastic. What's her name again? Messi Akide she's a Nigerian. So if you're going to tell me to embrace Nigerian coaches, please let us embrace Nigerian coaches with substance. Not the one that just carries the appellation of I'm a Nigerian coach and he ends there. I'm never a fan of, permit me to say, lazy coaches. If you're a coach and you have never unveiled a strategy session with these ladies before, how do you win your games? Honestly, you develop a strategy, a blueprint for winning because you have understudied either you have a match reader or whoever, you've understudied the opponent or performance analyst that would, even if we don't have the fact that you're a coach that, knows your onion and you can command respect, you get people to help you with these things. By the time you understudy your opponent, you would be able to now, come have a drawing board and decide that this is how you want to win your game. Even if you don't win, but at least the players, you command the respect of the players. But when all you say, some very ridiculous statements, and you never just tell the ladies, this is our strategy, this is how, because what you do during your strategy session is you not, ensure that they can interpret your means of executing that strategy. Coaching is not rocket science, honestly. But you must, one, be hardworking, two, go through the proper route, go for the courses and personal development. You can't just say because you earned a degree in 1976 from all these, they are coaching, whatever they call that institutes they have that is obsolete already. Then you want to coach Super Falcons. When football, see, I go through PFSA, what's it called, website from time to time. There's some courses I'm looking at, and they've actually just been modified before I can blink. That is how well the game, has developed. The game keeps changing and it's evolving. So I put up a post where I said the problem of Super Falcons is actually multi-layered. Honestly. And I said, if there's anything they need to do, they need to pray. Because every time I see the Tigress, I feel so bad for them. They have a good coach that commands the respect of everyone, including the players. They have a coach that can organize these friendlies for them, a coach that knows an onion, a coach that is sharp, very intelligent. But, and people were saying, oh, SSC, if your coach, even if you have a federation that does not really care, but if your coach can give that push because they have the influence and they have, they command the respect, we'll see the difference. Randy was in charge of these same Super Falcons. At some point, people were complaining we're playing Canada too. Are we even seeing Ghana to play? Then they were complaining that we're playing Canada too many times. We can't America. We're not even playing anybody anymore. Feka foot. Respect to Cameroon, but unfortunately, even the Cameroon they do not rate us because they played with just one foreign base and every other person was home based. But we carried all our artillery, all our RPG, AK-47.44 caliber to come and play Cameroon. No, some things are very irritating to come and play home based Cameroon, and they were saying we want 3-1 or 3-0. Like, are we okay? Are we thinking?
We lost the first game.
We had 0 shot at goal at the first game. 0 shot at goal. 90 minutes, Super Falcons. So they have to unleash. That's how you know that we don't have a coach. They have to now unleash the ones that had, club experience, individual talent to come and beat home-based Cameroon. And people were saying, this is why we should support local coaches. See, another problem of the Super Falcons, honestly, is multi-layered. Even the journalists are not helping matters because once some of them see brown envelope, they are not thinking anymore. And no apologies. Honestly, it's 0 apologies.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I agree with you.
So, how many people speak up for these ladies? Let's be honest with ourselves. You can count on your finger. Everybody wants an appointment. How many people will end up getting appointed? Once there's brown envelope, they are not thinking anymore. So it's easy to buy them. See this failed Cape Verde. They started with Togo, then South Sudan, then Cape Verde. You know what they did? They now went to change the narrative and said Cape Verde pulled out. What were we looking at? We knew FIFA had released these international windows how many months, years before? What were you looking at to start looking for Cape Verde last minute? Telling players 2 days to camp opening or 3 days or 4 days, I can't remember, then canceling it again 2 days after. Like, how disrespectful.
So
they told them treat them with dignity. They said it was going to open on April 11, which should be tomorrow. Yeah. My memory serves me right. Then they called them. Yeah, I messaged you. They called they called them like 2 or 1 day ago. I can't remember. It was so irritating. I was so irritated. I just like took my mind off the whole thing so that it doesn't just mess up my day. So and some of these clubs like Nottingham Forest already put up Joy Umewa, like she's been called up, and I think another club, I can't remember very well. I saw another club to put up another player. Then you see how they just keep embarrassing the ladies that they've been called up. The next thing is no show. Now, World Cup tickets, which is why I'm so scared for the ladies. Everybody keeps saying these ladies will go and do the usual. See, the Zambia, the Malawi, Ghana, the countries that we could, unprepared play yesterday are no longer the same team, because one they've gotten their act right by ensuring that they recruit their own foreign-born players too. And one of the things I always hammer on is that we cannot have a solid Super Falcons, which is one of the reasons I respect Randy a lot, without the combination of our foreign-born players or foreign-trained players, because they learned the art and science of football as they were growing. Our own Niger players, respect to them, they played from street soccer to the world. Those are two different scenarios.
Yeah.
Some learned the heart of football, and that's why you see technical players like Ademola Lookman.
Yeah.
You know, because they learned football. You know, they learned the game, then they played the game. Our own is just natural talent. They were scouted, they went out. They are two different things. And we now have the age grade categories, you know, that you can pull into the team, like we have Dimei and Abiodun and some others.
Yeah.
You know, so you cannot build a solid Super Falcons without those three. It's a solid combination, which Randy was able to do for us.
Yes.
Now, the countries we've been looking down on have gone the same route now. They have their under 20 that they're trying to bring in. They have their foreign born they're bringing in. Then they have the regular players. So you're not going to go and play Zambia. And the Zambian goalkeeper that was injured is back. So you're not going to go and play Zambia with the same 5-0 mindset anymore. Ghana can never be a walkover again. We can see already. Never. They beat Russia 4-0. And they're playing, all of them are playing quality friendlies this weekend, at this window. Our ladies are playing nothing. And don't forget that when it is World Cup tickets, the ginger is different.
Yes.
And everybody is coming to the party like, that's the height of your career, playing at the World Cup.
Yeah. Even, you know, I think maybe you remember that they give them like money. It was $30,000 or so as a
60,000. The last one was 60K that they got.
60K.
NFF will still shook inside that money. Prepare the lady. It's true now.
Yeah.
Randy told us, was it $700,000 and $900,000 that they gave them to prepare the ladies? They practically didn't prepare these ladies. So these are the monies that end up in their pockets. Okay, if you are going to even carry this money and put in your pockets, at least let the ladies even, you know, be well equipped to get to that level where you can even carry the money you want to drop again. Abi?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, honestly, if you look at Super Falcons, you'll be shattered because their problems are in different layers. They don't have a good coach. They're not getting the friendlies to prepare them. You know, we don't have a federation that seems to care about female football. Obviously, they don't give a hoot.
So let me just ask you a couple of questions quickly. You know, I've discussed with you about this matter very well, but people, so that we don't look as if we are drinking from the same cup. Some people argue that, okay, you know what? He won the WAFCON with the girls. You know, last edition against all odds and everything. That why do we think that it's not good enough? And okay, can you just answer that? Why do you think it's necessary? Is that okay? Results shows, but he won the WAFCON, and the Wardom could not win the last WAFCON with Nigeria. Then you know why?
Okay, so
think that
okay,
you know, because
so
there was a guy that really came after you then and said, "Why are you criticizing him? Your former coach is not winning, but this guy was won the WAFCON."
Okay, so a lot of Nigerians don't understand what they call process. They don't understand what it means to build a team. They just want Indomie style of football. Come, score, win, and yes. Don't forget that when Randy came, he came with a 10-year plan. 10-year plan does not mean that you start winning today. It only means that, like Eric Shaw did not win AFCON. But guess what? When the former coach was trying to take a dig at him, every comment, over 200 comments, supported Eric Shaw. Did he win the Nations Cup? No. But are we playing purposeful football? Yes. Does it look like we have what it takes to compete on the world stage? Yes. But you know, a lot of people just watch football either because they want to bet or they just want to watch goals, and they don't understand that apart from the fact that people like Asisat was injured, Okoronko was injured, you know, we didn't have those players at that point in time. Randy was building. So it was very intentional. Even against Zambia, the third place match that was supposed to play, the ladies did not train because they were being owed money. But you know, people don't factor all these things. And do not forget that we did not lose that game by fielding 11 players. we fielded 9 outfield, if I'm correct, or 8 outfield players because 2 players got red carded.
Yes.
How many coaches, let's be honest with ourselves, can take a game into 120 minutes with 8 outfield players? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But Nigerians don't take the entire situation into consideration. All they want to see is you don't score. See, most coaches cannot take that goal. I make bold to say it. You cannot take a game into 120 minutes with 8 outfield players. It is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about 9, no, I'm talking about 8 who were two crucial players, Alimatu Ainde and Rasheedat Ajibade.
Yeah.
So apart from the fact that we lost out on players that could not make it due to injury, we lost 2 major players. And when it comes to penalty, I think Nigerians are beginning to realize that now. It's a game of luck. So Randy did not even lose that game in regulation time, despite the fact that he was 2 women down.
Yeah. So I want to ask a question because this one just came now. That do you think he's going to get to a stage that these players will not honor national call-up again? Like maybe probably the foreign-born players, they just not care again. Do you think it's going to get to a stage?
For now, I can't say that, and I'll tell you why. Your contribution to your national team, to a large extent, affect the way you are being rated at the club level and how you are being respected. International call-up is a big deal.
Yeah.
So the foreign-born understand this part, honestly, and that's why it looks like they are taking a lot of crap from NFF. It's because, a lot of them went to colleges, they went to football academy. They understand these things that our players don't understand. They know that their net worth and the way they are rated, has a lot to do with their impact in the national team.
Yes.
So that's why it looks like no matter how terrible they treat them, they keep showing up. That's why I said I cannot say categorically that it will get to that stage, especially with the foreign board, because they understand the role playing for your national. They know it's a means to an end. They don't have a choice, and it's a privilege for them. So we might not get to that point, but we might get to the point where they'll come and they'll protest like the men because it's beginning to work. Yes. And that's why I really want more publicity for female football. Once they too are confident that if they speak, and in their own case, they have this ginger that I would say I don't think the men actually have. They want to win. They want to make Nigerians happy. So I believe that these same female footballers, if they keep training because they are protesting and they get the attention they need, they will train extra hard, to make us happy.
Yeah. So one question for you from Charles said that, sorry if don't you think we should lead a protest? That's the question from Charles.
You can answer him in camera. Please, Charles. Sweetlight is going to answer in camera.
Okay. I will answer you that. I will answer you, Charles. So, final question to you, so I won't take your time. Yeah. But thank you for making your debut. Really enjoy you. People really enjoy your analysis. Who do you think will win the World Cup first? The Falcons or the Eagles?
The women will win it too. Honestly, if not for those the penalty we lost against, I'm sure you listen to the players and the coach of England after that game. The respect they had for Super Falcons. If I watched that game too many times, like if we had gone ahead to win that spot kick, we would have gone all the way to the finals. So 100%, I'll say Super Falcons before Super Eagles. We just need a good coach. We need to prepare the ladies. And we need, if this crop of NFF are out of the equation and we have someone that is purposeful with football, giving attention, the women needs 50% of what they are giving these men to win the World Cup. I promise you.
Yeah. Okay.
I have that much confidence in them. Yeah.
In there. Okay. I just say that he's a member. He enjoys you too. Your content is that you are using sentiment. No, for me too.
Some of these people don't understand football.
I also think that the ladies after you, they have better chance of winning the World Cup. Before
they do,
honest. Because I think that that last World Cup would have been the final, honestly.
It was so painful. They would have gone all the way to the final.
Honestly, thank you for stopping by. Thank you.
And let me just drop one thing. One of the reasons I'm so scared of them not getting this World Cup ticket is check out the composition of the team.
Yeah.
The players are at their peak. Major players are at their peak. So this is the time that they can actually go back there to prove a point, go so far at this World Cup, because after this crop of players, it's like we're rebuilding all over again by bringing in new players. So this is like that chance, that opportunity they have, to go
to
out
do
there and say that they have what it takes
similar
to win
to
the
Super
World Cup.
Eagles
Yeah,
too. Yeah. So that's
yeah,
Super Eagles.
just like Super Eagles. Yeah, yeah,
Super
yeah.
Eagles too. So and okay. But when you talk about rebuilding, sorry, last time around we used to have players from the under-20 stepping into
Hmm.
the Falcons, but nowadays
Ah,
it's like
Omo.
we don't have anybody coming
You
in.
don't have
We used
anybody.
to have
Oh,
Kobe, Kobe or Shuala then, 10 years ago coming on, but nowadays the girl
Omo.
Taiwa Folabi is the one they're trying to push, but she can't even
No, she's not. She couldn't even cope when she went back to under 20, and that's why I
yeah,
like this lady Moshood. I like the people around her. I think they've done a great job in ensuring that she's growing through the ranks.
through
She's
the
work
ranks.
in progress. She's not all that yet, honestly.
Yeah,
Forget that she has some very lovely shots and all that. She's still work in progress. And that's how to build a player. Do not rush them.
yeah,
Let them grow through just like age. You can't rush your age.
yeah, you
Let
can
them
rate it.
climb the ladder from the
Yeah,
bottom up.
yeah,
Do not push them. I was
yeah,
really against Taiwa Falabi, not because I have anything against her, but because you don't arrive before your time. Let
yeah,
her grow through the ranks.
yeah,
Football is not, it's not let me try my luck or let me push this player so that when they see her, she'll get a club abroad. No.
yeah.
If she
Hmm.
grows, she'll get the club at the right time. She'll grow
Yeah,
into Super Falcons at the right time. And she will do excellently well. So I hope that some of these agents are listening, because sometimes it's their pocket that is chasing them to push these players around. I don't know how to pretend. I'm just being honest. Yeah,
yeah.
let them grow.
I just
I don't know how
understand.
to pretend. I'll,
Yeah,
I'll hit the nail on the head. Yeah. So let
yeah.
them grow. And yeah.
I know that. Say thank you for stopping by. Really actually will enjoy that
It's
conversation.
my pleasure. It's my
Thank you,
pleasure.
thank you.
For myself.
Yeah, that's a CEO Positive Nigerian Vibes. Just go and check her content on Instagram and also on Facebook. She's back to back posts. And, and sometimes too, if you follow me on Instagram, you might probably see somebody tag me sometimes on Instagram too. So, fantastic what football analyst. Shout out to her. So I have my last set of callers already out of time. Apologies for that. You guys have to wait. I have the violence man is waiting behind, and and I also have Tayo joining late. So, but all of us will come together at once. And if Chris wants to answer Onbueri on any accusation, Chris can come out later. But let me just bring Onbueri. Sorry, Chi Dyke is making his debut. He's a rookie. He's making his debut. So and let me bring Tayo. Tayo is a regular contributor. Tayo, thank you, Tayo, for also stopping by. So before I go to Onbueri, let me just go to our new caller. Are you new here? Chidike. Is Chidike or I don't know?
Actually, my name is Chidi, but
Oh,
Chidi is
Chidi.
fine.
I was trying to call you Chidi, but I don't want to jump because like
Yeah, it's fine.
but where are you joining from?
I'm joining from Malta.
From
Malta.
Malta. Okay, Malta. Thank you for joining. I think you're the first time of joining. So let me hear from you. Take it anywhere here.
All right. So normally I join. I've actually been a fan for almost 3 years now. So
Oh,
yeah.
thank
I
you.
think we
Thank
chat sometimes on IG. I also chat Humble Henry sometimes on IG.
you. Oh,
Yes. So I also sent some videos that I consider very funny and all, but that's by the way.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to take it from anywhere, I think I don't really want to belabor or talk too much around the mediocrity in our Nigerian football. I think it's now commonplace where we come here and I think we need to, just like Positive Vibe said, maybe Smith Line needs to answer us in camera on where we should start leading the protest.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think we need to start, taking a number of actions. Do you get? And I'm actually up for that. Do you get? So I think in the case of Olise, the truth is, if you look at Nigerian football landscape, mediocrity is thriving, and Olise is benefiting from it. Do you
Hmm.
get? Olise has actually fallen down the ladder. He is now a content creator. He's no longer. I don't consider him a football analyst per se. I used to
Mhm.
rate him very much, when he was still a coach as a footballer. And it takes me back to that comment, Mikel made on his podcast where he said Olise did well as a footballer, but as a coach, his man management skills was very poor. And I think he's also not doing so well as a content creator too. So I think he also I think we're even giving him so much, popularity, talking too much about him. The comment he made was very anti-progressive. You get, even in most, in most nations, every country is looking for the best quality. Every country is looking for, the most skilled talents.
Mm.
Do you understand? And even countries are looking for those that are not their nationals. You get, looking for how to make them their nationals. But you see a
Mhm.
comment that is, so much embedded in hatred and so much embedded in I don't know, very myopic. I don't know why you would say you don't want to see foreign bonds anymore. That's very myopic to put out. Do you get? So I think it's a flawed it's a flawed opinion from the get-go. So I'm not going to talk much about it. I think one of the things that actually drew my attention, shout out to Humble Henry. I think there was a comment he made on one of your last, I think your recent um, live, where he
Mhm.
talked about, yeah, where he talked about Alibiosu. Yeah. So I want to make a comment to say, yeah, where he talked about, Alibiosu, despite the fact that he had, from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you hear me?
I know. I think you went off slightly. So start from that Libya issue. Libya issue, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. On Alibiosu, I think shout out to Humble Henry. I celebrate many of his opinions, but I differ slightly on that bit in terms that I think Alebiosu is. I think we should be patient with him. Do you understand? If you look at many of the foreign bonds that are thriving today, Basi didn't start strong. Olaino didn't start strong. In fact, Olaino missed Genetro's list to the World Cup. But look at Olaino today. Olaino is one of our main guys today. Even what's his name? Ademola Lukman. Ademola Lukman didn't start so strong. You get Calvin Bassey didn't start so strong. Even
Mm-hmm.
Iwobi that is one of the main guys in orchestrating things in our midfield today. Iwobi didn't start so strong. Iwobi also struggled at first. Iwobi could not bench Etebo. Iwobi could not bench Ahmed Musa on the wings at the 2014 World Cup. Iwobi could not even bench Ian Acho, when he was playing, supporting striker roles and everything. You get. But
Mm-hmm.
today, Iwobi is like one of the main guys, orchestrating things. Practically no one can actually bench Iwobi. So I think for Lebio Oshu, not every player will be a Victor Moses that will be an instant hit. Do you get?
Was it that made that comment on Instagram, on Facebook, on
Yeah,
YouTube?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, because what you said exactly is what I'm trying to repeat, and I think that is his
Exactly.
opinion. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think not every player will be an instant hit, even from our own local bonds. I remember on Nazi's first game for the Super Eagles, when Coach Keshi called him up. Like, sorry to say, in our own local terminology, I would say he lagged like 2 times on the pitch. That was one of the World Cup qualifiers. When they brought him up, yeah, they brought him up for a cameo. They brought him up, I think, 5 minutes towards the end of the game. And
Mm-hmm.
everyone was wondering, who is this nigga they brought in? You get. But guess what? Onazi became a mainstay in the Super Eagles and was actually
Even
one of,
Captain is Spigos.
yeah, even one of the veterans. So I think for Alebioshu, I think he probably just needs more time. And I also don't think he did very badly, at the AFCON. But I think with time, he will integrate further. Then also on the foreign bonds, I think one thing that also needs to happen, aside the peer-to-peer integration that happens, at the Super Eagles side of things, I think there should also be an intentional form of integration that needs to happen from the administration. You get, where
Mm.
when these guys come in, you get, it can even be a self-service portal, maybe on the federation on the federation website, that when you come in as a foreign born, part of the integration, something takes you through history. Do you get? And you can be assigned a body. A body can be, of course, a personnel. Many of all these our 94 sets, there is work for them to do.
No, they will ask for money from these players.
That's
So
the problem.
no
That's
work
the
for them.
challenge. That's the challenge. If you assign them bodies to all these new guys, I'm sure many of them will bastardize the opportunity. So,
Yes.
but in a normal setting, many of them would have probably been engaged in one way or the other, adding to the football landscape and contributing to the progress of Nigerian football. But the challenge is we are more political than effective in Nigeria. So that's one of the challenges we have. I think that's my opinion. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So and everything that you've heard on the comment section of Facebook on YouTube. That's when I heard that your contribution, I was like, oh my God, this is you. This is you. Well, see, I agree with some of the points that you would make, and I think that Omari is just like the very tough teacher. All these teachers in school that they take cane, whip everywhere.
And it's needed at times. Actually, it's needed at
Yes.
times.
And so I just think that the boy who deserves time too. Because I'm hearing that Otto Konko has not even kept in goal for Nigeria. People are saying that he can never even bench Obasoge. I beg you, let this boy come and compete for his shirt. The coach is now there to decide who is the first choice. That is it. Now I'm happy. And the reason I'm happy is because it's not as if I'm trying to mock Nwabali. He's not going to be in the picture in June because he's clubless. So it's now between Otto Konko and Maduka Okoye. Let's see exactly who will man the post. If Otto Konko Wrexham qualify for playoff, it might probably not be around for Unity Cup. It probably is going to be around for the June friendly. So I'm happy that he's going to get his time to play. And also, too, I also want him to play in Uyo in a less pressure game. Let him play in Uyo to know exactly how the atmosphere is, in Uyo. But, I really enjoy your commentary. I just think that, in fact, my idea is your contribution. Umbre is just slightly what differ, with, what we are talking about it. But thank you, Chidi, for finding time. And thank you for always watching us, too. Thank you. Any final thoughts from you? Is there any final thoughts? Okay, you already left. So, okay, let me end with. Let me just sit. Just hold on. I know that you want to address so many things. Tayo, let me take it from.
Hello, Smith.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Good evening or good morning or whatever time you are.
It's already good morning. Yeah.
I think we are both good morning. And good morning to Humble Henry also.
That's my brother. Good morning.
And nice talk, Chidi, and every other contributor, especially the lady. She was very enlightening.
Yeah.
She really said a lot.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to start with the female football.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unfortunate that our girls are being treated the way they are. They have not even got 10% of what they deserve from the country, especially the NFF. Now, let me tell you something about the NFF. What I think, my opinion, is that the NFF is a failed system currently. The NFF lacks complete leadership. Now, why do I say that? The league is in comatose, as far as I'm concerned. A league that you cannot confidently mention 1, 2, 3, 4 players that can be brought into the Super Eagles team. I'm not sure it has ever happened before. And you cannot blame Erichel for that. It is the quality that we are bringing out currently. It's nothing to write home about. So, league-wise, failed.
Mm-hmm.
Group age football completely failed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to waste too much time. You've analyzed over and over. We don't even have coach for under 17. It's so pathetic.
Under 20, under 23, no coach.
No coach. No plan. No program. Terrible. Now, let me tell you, the only reason why we are still getting friendly matches for the Super Eagles is number one, because of the World Cup, countries need to play each other now. So there's pressure. Number two is because of our recent performance under Eric Shell. Some of the countries, like Portugal, like Poland, the matches that is slated is because they think if they play at Nigeria, they can have a feel of playing a top African country. That is why they want to play us. So we are not the ones looking for them. They are the ones looking for us. Unfortunately, that is not the case with our girls. Not because they are not doing well, but because our NFF has failed to attract any reasonable friendly match for them. And that's a failure of leadership. It doesn't look like they have any program for those girls. If you remember, look at the hotel they took them to before the WAFCON was cancelled or was postponed. Look at the quality. Terrible. Terrible. So it's just total lack of respect, lack of leadership from NFF. I just pray that one way or the other, these people don't return. But I don't know. Nigeria, for who it is, I doubt.
We look for the worst among us and reward failure.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I'm really very sad with what is happening with our girls. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. I don't want to waste too much time. Second, I want to comment on Olise. Now, Olise is a very educated man, very knowledgeable in terms of this act of football, even if we don't believe he has the certificates for them. But, there was this time in the past that there was this talk about foreign-born, foreign-trained players. They don't have the passion for the game. That is a big fallacy. Okay? We know by privilege of being abroad that these foreign trained or foreign born players, they even have more passion and dedication. Let me tell you, when you see lack of passion, in the days of Olusegun, the likes of Big Shakes, they could die on the pitch, literally, because of passion. Do you know where that passion has gone? Do you know why there's no passion when you even see the Super Eagles? It's because people don't even have passion for the country again.
Yeah, I agree.
So it is coming from the players are the Nigerian players, those born in Nigeria. They are not playing for the shirt because the passion they have for the country is not like it used to be. Unlike if you see those foreign trained or foreign born players not showing passion, the truth is that they have been polluted by our brothers that were at home.
Yes.
That's the gospel truth. That is the gospel truth. They have been polluted by our brothers that were at home. So it is not because they don't have passion. Those people, you know what it means to leave your comfort and say, I want to play for my father's country. I want to trace it back to home. I want to represent. It takes a lot. And if they have chosen to do that, you cannot accuse them of not having passion. If there's no passion, you have to look for where the passion is lost. And in my opinion, there's a general loss of interest and passion amongst Nigerians generally when it comes to things of the country. In fact, those boys play for the love of football. not for the love of country. I repeat, they play for the love of the game as footballers and not for the love of the country. I stand to be corrected. That is what I think. And when the love of the football does not, there's an extent that the love of football can last you. The love for the country is what will take you to another level. See, what made those girls win the WAFCON? Do you think that is pure love for the country? It takes a lot that I want to die here. That's what those girls did that day. Was it in Rabat or where?
Yeah, it was in Rabat.
Rabat. It was die here. You are down 2-0 half time in the host country playing against the host, and you can rise above it and win in 90 minutes. My brother, we are not fair to those girls.
Yeah.
We are not fair to those girls. Something needs to change. Something needs to shift. Olise is completely wrong. And it's an irony for someone that knows the truth, and you are just trying to chase. I don't even understand. The next thing now, they will bring another narrative. Why is Eric Shea not calling the boys playing in the league? Anybody that tries that now, see, if Nigeria tries that, we will not even make it to quarterfinal in AFCON again.
We don't qualify. So let me just say something, Tayo. So only that be. I put the link now. If you want to say solution, come. Only you. I will be only you on. Link is there. Tayo, you mentioned that Eguavon went on radio to complain that Eric Shea did not take any home base player. When Eguavon had a chance to coach Nigeria to AFCON, he didn't take any outfit home base players. But why is Eguavon going out to say that Eric Shea did not take home base? When it was his turn, he only took John Nobu, top choice goalkeeper, as the home base. I don't know the reason why people are so
it is when they are not in the ends of affairs, they'll now they'll turn to Pope.
In his own
when it is their own turn, they'll do as they like. Of all the Nigerian coaches, the only person that can tell me that he has the right to challenge Eric Shea, do you know the person? Is Stephen Kesho.
Yeah.
He's the only one that can say yes, with his full chest. He went out, and the truth is that the people that he came out with to the national team, what happened to them immediately? They got clubs abroad because they're actually good. The quality of the league was still very fine, was still fair then.
Yeah, it was still fair.
So, it was still fair. So it's not just because we want to pick from the league, it is because there's something to pick. There's something to pick. They should change that our league. It's no longer a professional league. They call it Nigerian Football Premier League, isn't it? They should just say Nigerian Football League. They should remove Premier or Professional.
NFL.
No, it's true now.
Yeah, that's what somebody said. It's like you cancel the league because for me, I said it that government should not own any football club. Government, if it's only Scotland, how many teams are in Scotland that are playing league? Are they not only 10?
Smith-Lai, I'll differ in that one, on that issue. I'll differ.
Okay.
I'll differ. You know why I'll differ? It's because football is a very expensive venture. Okay? And in those climes, you need to beat a particular level of hunger or poverty or some level of stability financially for you to be able to tell people that are not even ready to come and watch match to pay. Okay, I remember something. Let me give you an example. That same Mujo that you talk about, I was privileged to live there for a while. Okay, for some years. And I was a fan of Aqua United. I had their jersey. I watched their matches. Now, when we started watching the matches free of charge, the stadium was at least, I won't say full, but occupied to a large extent. A reasonable number. a good number in thousands. We will not feel the old, but the week they say we should be paying 500 for the VIP area, 200 for the general stand. My brother, the stadium was empty. People are not ready to spend to come and watch the game.
But let me ask you a question. Sorry.
Is it those people that will fund the club?
I want to ask a question. See, do you think that the league is marketable? See, let me tell you something. If you are not a football fan, the league I watch in Nigeria, FA Cup League, is because I like football.
Yes.
It's not there. See, I watched the game between Osofadek of Ondo State and Prime of Ogbonjo. A striker handled the ball. A striker handled the ball by himself in the opposition box, and they gave that striker penalty. And I was saying, you know, and you know, see, sometimes things to discourage you. Before you know, you cannot. Everybody, it's not marketable. I just think that if you run it as a business, for example, now, let me put it this way: the one running football properly, I think, Sporting Lagos, they have their VIP as 30K. When you come in, they will give you jollof rice. They will give you those things. No, like at least you know that
as compensation.
Where I don't know what happened now. There used to be this Federation Cup. It was sponsored by Coca-Cola before. So when you come in, they will give you what's it called? They will give you this thing, Coca-Cola, and you will pay 100 naira. I was wondering that this Coke sells now 70 naira, and you pay 100 naira. How much now they gain? But the Coke sells now expired Coke. I don't know. So what I'm just trying to say basically is that if you have businessman running it, he will know exactly how to handle. Government doesn't do business and care. Somebody can just write a check of like 40 million, say, you know what, when we go and play in New York, right, we draw that 40 million. If you win, you lose, you make profits. Government doesn't care. Now government, they do them, it doesn't care. But if it's like for profit making, you will know exactly how to handle it. That's why I think that government might need to assure hands off. You will need people with big financial war shares, people with deep pockets to come in. People like when I used to fly his players with private jet now, Chief Wanyang. So you need people like that to be able to, Abiola used to do similar things to in the past. There's one man called, is it Leventis United? The one in Ibadan, was it Ibadan? He used to do the same thing. So if like 10 of them, now we see, let them contribute, sponsor, it's going to be better than these ones, honestly. I just think so, in my opinion, that government running this football is not. For example, now Remo seems to be running the football better, but it's just that he's not making money. He's only making money with Beyond Limits. He seems to know exactly what he's doing, But because you cannot go to Remo and say now free of charge. You have to still pay certain money. They sell merchandise, anywhere you order it. So they do all those little things to support the club. There's a fan club. They have TV. They have Remo TV that's HD. They watch the game live. They broadcast their girls' game live. They broadcast Beyond Limits game live. They have office. It's properly run. He employed a lot of people. There's hotel. It's a big business. So if we also have similar things too, like make it more private compared to all these government things. Governments, for me, government is not the way forward. Well, you are right with your take, but for me, I just think that government, oh my days, these people are just using it as a political tool. That's why.
That is the problem. That's where the problem lies. In fact, there was I remember the year that Aqua United won the league.
Yeah, I remember that year.
I heard from
Amakabo.
Not even Agbonda Akpabio. It was his successor.
Imama Amakabo.
Yes, Imama Amakabo. Yes, he was the coach.
Yes.
So was it Amakabo? This, yeah, I think so. I can't remember exactly. So
No,
I remember that
I think it was one guy. I
it
remember.
was not Akwakwa. It was.
It
I'm
was
trying
not
to
in Mama.
remember his name. If you mention his name, I'll remember.
Mm,
I'll remember because I know it's not Akwakwa. It's trying to remember is that his name.
I
So,
don't
but
remember.
what I was trying to say is that from government quarters, I heard something like the governor was, thinking like a businessman in this case, though, said, so all this wala, all this thing that I've won, these boys have won, is just 10 million. After spending that much to run the entire season, traveling up and down, it's just 10 million that they're making, and he was feeling disappointed that they have not really, returns on investment is not worth it. And that is how some of the businessmen that you're talking about may want to look at it, except there's someone that understands the business of sports, because that's the problem. It's not just enough to have money, it's to understand the business of sports.
Yeah. Kennedy
Like,
Boboye.
yes, Boboye, thank you. That's the next person. Is Boboye. So it's to understand the business of sports. That is the only way that money that you want to invest will show. If not, and that's the only way, that money that you want to invest, you'll be able to make profit at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, we could find solutions. But Tayo, so very, very fine. Any final take from you could give before we don't go anywhere.
I'll just say that it's unfortunate that Nigeria will not be in the World Cup. And we have to now look at African countries that will support. I'm just hoping that Congo will not make us more angry by not going far in the competition, because I'm still looking at it like it's our slot they took. Because I still see them as cheats. I'll tell you the truth. I see them as cheats.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I see them. Irrespective, they have gone. They have made it through, but I see them as cheats. You can go through something, but you're a cheat. So I see them as cheats, and I see them as that is our slot that they are taking.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they will go and they should do something reasonable. If not, I will not be happy at all that they are going to waste the slots, because I know that team that is not going to the World Cup would have done something interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So Umbu.
Yes.
So let me just say this day before you start. See, the next World Cup, there is 8 slots for Africa, not 9 again. Because Morocco is taking 1 automatically. So other countries will fight for 8. It's 8 and a third. So that is it too. So in case people are saying that no, it's now 8 because Morocco is now the host country, so they will have 1 automatic slot. Umboeri, take it up.
You ask this lady Ifelu a question. There's a question you ask her concerning about. Hi, let me remember. The question is, does she think that the lady can be able to what they did at the AFCON, they can do it again? I don't know whether am I correct. Maybe
No. I said that do you think it's going to come to a stage that they will not play for Nigeria again? I think I mentioned that.
No, it's not to play for Nigeria again, just for them to win trophy. I think so.
Okay, no. I said that who will win first between Super Eagles or Falcons? It's just Falcons.
Okay, yeah, because let me say this because I prepared
she now answered everything around. She now answered everything. Yeah. Continue.
The answer I prepared is when Randy Wardrow was there, he was competing with people like Canada friendly matches.
Okay, yeah, okay. I think
we saw the results. Yeah, we saw the results.
Yeah.
Now, the spirit of Randy Wardrow was with those girls. They used the mentality and everything they used and won the WAFCON. Now, I want you to look at I want you to look at the Super Falcons right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to look at Liverpool right now.
Mm-hmm.
When Klopp left them, the spirit of Klopp was with them. They won the league.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, Klopp left, and this academy coach now came in because I
He's
call
an
him.
academic coach. He won the
He's
league with Feyenoord.
an academy coach.
Ah,
Smith.
and Slot, that is disrespectful.
No, he's an academy coach. Now,
He
let me
won
tell you.
the Dutch Eredivisie.
Smith is an academy Dutch. Is an academy coach. Now, let me explain to you.
No, okay, don't just continue with Andy Wardrobe. I'll come back to that one
Yes.
later.
Now, I called him an academy coach, and I will tell you he has a limit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when Klopp left, he now came in. Liverpool is bigger than him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bigger than the club he won the Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
It is bigger than that club.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, Liverpool is bigger than him. He can't be able to manage it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what Liverpool, despite they have the best player, they bought so many players. They spend a lot of money. Look at what they are playing. If they are playing like an academic players, not Liverpool we used to know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you look at it now, transfer it to the Super Falcons. Is it the Super Falcons that challenge England, challenge Australia? Can they be able to challenge England now? Can they be able to challenge Australia? Can they be able to challenge Ireland? Can they be able to challenge Canada?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You see
Okay.
that spirit has left. Now, look at where they are challenging. Look at what they played against Cameroon. Is it what Randy Wanderer taught them?
Mm-hmm.
No. Which means that don't be surprised in AFCON. They may go. I am sorry to say this, but I have to say it.
Mm-hmm.
If they survive group stage, they tried. I'm telling you the truth because it's not. I go if you know what I'm saying, go back and watch the game, the World Cup they played. There is
I
positioning. There
watched
is
it today.
yeah. Sit down and
Okay.
watch. Now go back. Sit down. The WAFCON they played. You know what happened at the AFCON finals?
Mm-hmm.
They were the one that trained themselves, not even the coach. They are the one that trained. They changed the formation. They said, "This is how we used to play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to the way we used to play." And thank God that most of the players that played that World Cup, that played that Olympic, that Randy Wardle was with them, knows what Randy Wardle have been teaching them. Now, if Eric Chill leaves Super Eagles and another person comes, that person cannot do what Eric Chill have been doing with those guys. You see this group of stage, maybe now that 8 of them are there, maybe 7, 6 started retiring, there will be a problem. The same thing applicable to what? Pasero. Immediately Pasero left, that spirit left immediately. On a Finidi now came and change
George.
everything. Change everything. Everything washed down. Ugavon now came. This man now came and implement his own decision. So these are the things that people call it energy, but I call it spirit. If that spirit is with them, and those players that have been there, they will be trying their best to understand and go back to what Randy Wardrobe has been teaching them. That one aside. Now, I want to ask you a question, Smith, right? My question is, what is the purpose of Unity Cup?
Unity Cup is to celebrate Commonwealth.
Commonwealth, our culture, our
Also,
heritage,
everything. Yeah.
everything. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, which players do you want them to play under? Will you like Osimhen, Lukman, Chukwueze to participate in Unity Cup?
No. I want it to be like a preparation for our under 23 for the qualifiers in September. because there's
Okay.
no window again.
Okay. If we beat the under 23, which players do you think that will be there?
So I've already
What?
recommended the players. I think sure should be there. I think maybe probably 10 or 23 players, and those players like have not really played under Eric Shell very well. So maybe probably the Otto Conco, if he's available, he can actually just come. Emmanuel Fernandez can still come and play again.
Fabio can still
Those
play.
I can
Yes.
still play again. So those are small men they are
Just the
playing.
players.
But
Okay.
those that are regulars should be exempted. Lukman, he won't
Exempted.
be in the did not have a place there, honestly.
Yes. I agree with you because you know the one that passed, they played the friendly they played against Iran and Jordan. I didn't want Lukman to participate in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I said no. And if I am Lukman's brother, I will tell him not to go.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say so? Focus on your club. This is friendly. Focus on your club. You just came in January.
Mm-hmm.
There in that club, there are so many friendlies that will come. You are not going to the World Cup. You want to make a name at Atletico.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, right? But he went. He came back. I saw his performance. That is the look. That is not the Lookman I used to know.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't happy about it
Mm-hmm.
because assuming that he was with the team, I'm telling you, he would have been he did well against Barcelona. He did well. But they say if I hold a player like this, if you are not giving me that, I'm not happy. Can I say I'm a perfectionist? But there is a place I hold it, and
Uh-huh.
and where he's playing, a lot of competitions is coming.
Uh-huh.
He have to be alert to know that there are a lot of competitions. There will be so many enemies. There are so
Yeah.
many people that will be there. He have to be focused on those areas because
Mm-hmm.
he's already a star that came in and he
Yeah.
adapted the formation very, very well. Which
Yes.
I believe that definitely for them to challenge the NFF. I love what the Atletico Madrid did. I love that
Mm-hmm.
because I love the way they accuse the NFS for that. They did
Yeah.
not accuse Lukman, rather they accuse the NFF, which I so much love. Is good because number one, this is where he is eating.
Mm-hmm.
This is what brings food to his table.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and what brings food to his table, he needs to focus on that. Yes, Nigeria, yes, he has so many years.
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians, we are like this. The
Mm-hmm.
day he didn't perform, everybody start shouting at him. But they will
Yeah.
not know that is because of to come and defend the country made him not to do this.
Yes.
You see,
I
right?
agree with
Yeah.
you.
So that one aside. Then the NFF. Let me ask you this question, Smith. Whom do you think that will be a better NFF president?
See, I don't worry. I have to be honest with you. There is they're talking about Shiya Kingumi. He was also there under Manju Pinnick. But in
Is
my
he
own
a good
opinion,
person?
I think it's better than Ibrahim Gusso. But
Ah,
for somebody to work under Amaju Pinnick, for me, I think Amaju Pinnick is the devil that fashioned against Nigerian football.
okay.
I don't trust anybody that works under Amaju Pinnick. So that's why it's that even in that area itself, we are struggling to find somebody that can push forward. It's okay, except maybe probably we go outside and source for a consultant. Maybe while we live in the UK or any maybe I'm in America,
Mhm.
anybody a consultant is okay, because I can tell you that majority of the ex-players are not educated enough to handle the national team. You can see exactly from Kano and Okocha, educated. Look at Ezido Braye, look at all of them are not really educated. I saw Etimesi asking to be the head of Aqua United to do what? I was just like, for me, I just think that we don't have leaders, honestly, and That is a big problem for me. I think we don't have leaders, back home. We don't have people that, have this zeal and integrity. We used to have before in the past, but since Amaju Pinnick came to our football, the level of leaders we have went from like maybe 80% to like 25%. So I don't think we have anybody here that's capable. Maybe the only person that is homegrown I can say is Kunle Shoname, the head of Remo. That's the only person I can say, okay, you know what? Kunle Shoname, head of Remo. If the president is thinking now, Kunle Shoname, head of Remo, it will run like a private thing and it's going to make a lot of sense. That's the only person, Kunle Shoname. Other ones are Amaju Pinnick's people. Amaju Pinnick is is the devil, is the weapon that fashion against Nigerian football. Since he became the president, the standards, everything went down.
Yes, because why I ask this thing is this. God have mercy. Because when I look at Nigeria, the things that we used to do in the past is what other people are copying now and doing. This thing that Senegal are doing is what we used to do. We saw the platform that brought Awoni Ihanacho.
Yeah, that was before Amaju Pinnick. That was under Sunny Lulu also.
Yes. So
no, I think it was Megeri.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was Megeri. Amaju Pinnick destroyed all those structures.
Okay, yes. Now, if you look at it, that is an institution. When you build an institution, 15, 17, 19, 21.
No, we had 13 there.
Huh?
We had 13, 15.
Okay, 13, 15. These are the avenue to say, okay, let us bring out these street boys to come and represent Nigeria. Not to represent, just make it friendly. If possible, you can even make the friendly from the regional. Under 13 from Imo versus under 13 from Abia. Under 13 from this versus under 13 from this. These are the way you pick players. When you pick players, you make it's gonna be a process, but if you build a foundation, it will be easier. The same thing applicable. Okay, we have players born abroad. Players in England, there are many. In Germany, there are many. In Austria, there are many. Let us build an institution. Let us have scouts. Let us say under 15, under 18, under this. Make them okay. When you bring out those players, make them to play friendly match. The people from France versus the people from UK. It's a culture. This is the people from UK versus the people from Ireland, or the people from Ireland versus the people from Germany. These are the best way to recruit players. When you bring the best, many are called, but few are chosen. When you bring the best from all these people, you set them. You are not chasing others away. You still tell them, continue developing. We still need you back. Continue developing. Match them with the people born abroad, born from home. Bring them together. Have coaches that understand. Not coaches that do not have license. You know that we talk about this thing in the morning. Have coaches. Call Eminal. I don't know why. Look at Eminal.
Remo Stars coaches are probably the most qualified. He sent Day to Portugal. I think Olumide went to Plymouth in the UK to go and study. They do all these, all these $2,000 courses.
Yeah,
things like that, just to make them updates. No, I agree with you. And you mentioned something, Omweri, that if you have to be NFL president, you have to also have your foot soldiers. Your foot soldiers must believe in you.
Yes.
Very well. Your foot soldiers must be someone that actually because Omweri, you mentioned about calling that prayer players and everything. The last Unity Cup, one guy says he's working for his agent or what. He went to go and collect money from a particular player that he will call him for Unity Cup. For a foreign born player. Yes. He said he wants to collect money. That yes. So to tell you that this type of person he has snapped pictures with Amaju Pinnick.
Exactly. That is the problem. I am not blaming those players. Who am I blaming? I am blaming the institutions I am blaming the NFF. I
Mm-hmm.
think Mr. De, I think the last one we did was told us that Senegal have 2 academies that their government is involved in it. Why am I saying? Because we are going to have an academy.
Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't have an enemy.
Amukati, okay,
It's a
have their own, have
it's a
his own
consultant.
players. Amukati is doing scouting now. Have his own players. Sai Kaita have his own players. Victor Beba have his own players. Why must you be in NFF and having your own players? It's causing a problem. There will be bribery and
There's going to be
corruption.
conflict of interest, yes. There's going to be
That is
conflict.
where the problem. Garuba Lawal have his own players. Kanu Wanko his own players. Uche Kechuku have his own players. This is how they are messed up in Enimba. That is where the problem is. If you are doing a public servant, don't do those things, because the more you are doing it, you are bringing problem. Because if Tijani Babangida see that, oh, Amokachi is having his own, therefore I'm going to have my own. This one having his own, that would be a problem, and nobody will question them. Everything comes from the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
So
agree with
if
you.
the NFL president is coming, whoever is there, and you know him, tell him, look at his cabinet, the NFL, the technical crew needs to be dissolved. President, do not do this, do not do this. We will pay you enough. Put them under government payroll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. See, I agree with John Boy. It's just that the old system, I won't lie to you, is so messed up that you don't even know who is who any longer again. Because that's why when you give us solutions, very beautiful solution, but from one to the other, you will understand that there is a problem. To get here, there's a problem. Some people, in fact, one person, I will say it here now, say, see, it's 7 o'clock. Oh, I just came back from prayer. Oh, and they have paid money in his account. You want to bribe me? You want to bribe me? Huh? You want to bribe me? You want to bribe me? And the money that they paid to his account, he didn't return it. I'm just saying it. So some of these people come in a way that they have integrity, they have everything, but everything is a lie. Everything is just a lie. It's just different ways to benefit and to milk the system. That is it. So when I I don't know. Imagine, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So, okay, look at it now. A certain former Flying Eagles manager, when they went to go for one competition in Ghana, so they now cancelled it. You know what he went to go and do? He went to his village somewhere in the northwest to go and be camping players, illegal camping. He was doing illegal screening. You know the coach I'm talking about. He was doing illegal screening in his. He was doing illegal screening national team players personally. Yes, he was conducting illegal screening of players. Illegal screening. This is the person that comes with a clean hands. Hey, I don't do all those things. I don't do this. Sorry, let me just hear from Mr. Patrick, then we wrap it up. I'm going to go to your boy for a final thought. So, Mr. Patrick, quickly. Time is already fast spent.
Yeah, thank you for having me. What's the topics so that I know what to contribute?
Don't the topic now. You joined late. We talked about, okay, let me just remind you quickly, and you have to be very fast. We talked about Ulysses, thinking that we should try and limit the foreign-born players playing for the national team. We talked about the inaction of the Falcons again, despite that this is a World Cup qualifier, AFCON. If they don't qualify, NFF doesn't actually care about them. And we're also talking about building for 2030, that we need to start with a very solid under 23 now. That's what we're talking about. So you can take it anywhere quickly.
Okay, let me start from the first one, Ulysses. I think what he's saying is relative. Those days that we have all these youth fund. We have most of our players playing in the Nigerian league because they can't get a work permit. Those days was before the Bozeman ruling. But after the Bozeman ruling, it opened more doors. Those days, not more than 4 foreigners can feature in a team. Those days, maybe you have Belgian league, you can have just one person from France, Holland, So, but now that's not more than 5 non-Europeans. So, in terms of European, you can have 10 Europeans, but there's no limit to European, and many players have European passports. So what he's saying is not applicable now. Somebody is saying something can, be applicable in the 80s, 90s, but now it's not applicable because most players immediately, before you know it, they move abroad. So, and even those people born abroad, also, this is their opportunity because they still have Nigerian passports. Their parents are Nigerians. So you can't say you limit it, all the countries are doing it, even Congo now. For the fact that what is helping Congo now for the first time is because they, started using diaspora players, and then they qualify for their World Cup after so many years. So you can't say that. So the main thing is let the camp be open for everybody, and if you're better, you select. So what you're saying is not applicable this 20th century. Maybe those years, Then for the Falcons, I think I was not too impressed with their performance and their friendly against Cameroon. I know it was still a friendly match, but the team, is aging now, and some of the areas are suspect. It's not like the fools, even though I know it's friendly, and so they need, although I was happy that the other lady that used to play in the US, what is her name, was recalled. It wasn't used the last time in the AFCON, and I think they will record her. But the team need to, buckle up because most African teams are catching up in female soccer. So that they used to have advantage is getting closer. You saw how Benin Republic held them here. They scored a goal that beat Chiamaka. I didn't believe that the Republic can play that free kick, and they just you can see that days are gone where those days, they dominate AFCON. The most African countries, Senegal, all these countries have started playing female soccer. So female soccer is improving. So if they are not careful, it will not be a walkover where they will think they will just win everything. Then for the 2030 World Cup, I think we need. I saw Shego Odegwami the other day. It was because the mode of election, if care is not taken, may still bring back the current president because the state delegates are going to vote, which I don't like how they changed that. And before, we have stakeholders, the people that vote for FA chairman. But now they just overnight changed it. Now, just like they used to do in PDP and APC to convention, where state delegates is going to vote. And that state delegate can be bribed. But if we have stakeholders, like, from different stakeholders, retired football players, referees, and all being part of that stakeholders, sponsors, then it will be difficult for you to bribe more than 2,000, 3,000 people, But with this state delegate voting, they can decide to, all the delegate coaches from the northern states can decide to vote a northern to still remain that FA chairman. And this is the problem. That's why I like what Shego Odegwami is doing now. He's trying to challenge them in court to revert to status quo. it used to be before. We had stakeholders vote, because before state FA is an independent of the the main FA. State FK is just a subset of the main FA, so they don't have input in selection of the FA chairman. But now they just overnight change the thing, and the thing now we tilt in favor of some regions that has more states than other people, and they can decide to vote based on the normality of the region and tribe, and bring an incompetent person, and he should still be heading that FA. So I like what Shegu and Ekwami is doing, because if you do that thing in sports, you will just destroy football. In fact, the football is going down now. It will even be worse, because 2030 we may still not qualify for World Cup. If this same board still remains, because I don't see what they will offer. Because you are dealing with the best of all the other countries. It's not as if to say it is Nigeria, so you can do anything in Nigeria, but now you are dealing with the best of all the other countries. So if you don't put your ass together, you may still not qualify. So that's what my
okay. Thank you.
The other thing I wanted to do is I last 2 weeks I had the Ghana sack their coach Otto Addo, which was a shocker to me because this was somebody that qualified them for 2 back-to-back World Cups, and you sack him just because you lose 2 friendly matches, which is just a friendly match. It's not like you say. I remembered prior to France '98 when Bora was appointed, we lost to Germany 1-0 in Cologne, and then lost on Friday to Holland 5-1. And on Tuesday we had our opening match with Spain, and everybody was expecting Spain to win that match because Spain was the seeded team in that group.
But sorry, at that time it was Fanny Amo that was in charge of the team. I think they sacked Philippe Troze already after the game.
Troze now and brought in Bora Milutinovic.
Fanny Amo was actually in interim capacity. It was like a Guavon. He was technically
but the friendly, if you type the friendly, you see that Bora was the coach. Even though Fanny Amo and Harry Mosu and some other coaches were part of the technical group, but it was still that if you look at this,
I think Bora at 3-0
yes. So, but what I'm saying, if they did not lose that match 5-1, they couldn't have beaten Spain in that opening match. It was that 5-1 that made them to know that they have problems. And then they came back, and even in US 94 World Cup, we lost most of our matches. And then Bulgaria won most of their matches. Friendly. And in the opening match, we beat Bulgaria 3-0. So friendly match is just like a dress there. Just like this, if you look at some countries, England did not do well in their last 2 friendly matches. They lost to Japan at home, and they struggled against which team again did they play first in their first friendly match? Uruguay. Yeah. They struggled 1-1 with Uruguay and then lost to Japan. And so you can't say even Brazil lost. Is it 2-1 to France, and then they won their second match, Croatia 3-1 or so. So you can't use it as a yardstick. Because the timeline is short. You before you bring a coach and the coach will understand the player, he will make that.
I think they're trying to bring the Sudanese coach.
I think they have 3 Portuguese. They submitted.
That is Ghana's problem. That's what Ombre is supporting. But time is already fast spent. I'm ready as well.
Ghana will surprise us for World Cup.
Okay, all right. So
I will be surprised if these 2 coaches will come out, because I believe that team is not too good, but so somehow Otado has been able to bring out the best and
for the World Cup with this thing. So, but Umbury, and always when in fact somebody don't call me now. To report you, so
See what
not
I
to
do
report
now.
you. It's not to report you, just to comment on something. I'm wearing. You always
No,
like
no,
that.
mention those things so that I can be able to know. Sometimes people will. I see. If I say something, you might not understand it.
Just for we don't know who is watching us. For the sake of respect, do you
Mhm.
want to withdraw your statements by calling and slot a academic
Okay.
coach?
Okay. Now let me tell you why the reason why I say so.
No, we know the reason already. You want to withdraw it?
Smith. Or you both have trained me, right, to know this person is good in this area. This person is good in this area.
Mhm.
You see, right? Now, let me give you an example. Emmanuel Amunike, if you give him under 17 coach, he will win it 10 times.
Mhm.
He is good in what? Under that is he can't go beyond. That
Mhm.
is why when he went to what's it
Under
called?
20,
When
Tanzania.
when he went to Tanzania,
Tanzania.
we saw what happened. You see, right?
Mhm.
There are people who are limited in that area. For
Mhm.
example, there are teachers who are good for
For
nursery school and the primary
primary.
school. They are not
Yeah.
good in secondary school, right?
Okay.
Now, you see my point. Now, the same thing applicable to Arsenal coach.
Mhm.
There are coaches that have that leadership skills.
Mhm.
They are not academic coach, like a Bayern coach.
Mhm.
When you see somebody, if I see, I know. And the slots,
Mhm.
Liverpool is bigger than an slot.
Okay. So we don't discuss
You
the
see,
from.
right? That's what when see his limit. You see that the one that won. You can't compare Netherlands. This thing. He can be good in Belgium.
But not. Okay.
It's
Okay.
not Premier League.
Okay. Oh, but always lecture. I know that I see the
For
angle you're
example, like
coming.
let me use Coach Obi as an example now.
Mhm.
Coach Obi is good with under 15, under 13, under 17. But if you give Coach Obi Super Eagles to handle, you are destroying him. I'm telling you the truth.
Mhm.
Yes. He is good in developing players.
Yes. Okay.
Right? Yeah, there are people who are there that, like, if you carry Historic Stephen Cashin trying to get become under 17. No, if you see him, you will know he's the Oga.
The big
When
boss.
you
Yeah.
see, in fact, he doesn't need to do much, just instruction.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway, I
good.
understand your point.
So that's
All right.
why people did not. When I
Yeah.
said he's an academic coach, why I use the word, he is good in developing players. He is not a finished product player.
Yeah. Okay.
Coach,
Good.
yes.
But
All
he
right.
won the league with
He won the league. He won the league because of the spirit. You remember when I was explaining the spirit of what? Club. Now, club, the spirit of club left. What happened right now? We now
but
saw the real identity of what? And the slot.
Mhm.
We saw his now. He will continue to struggle. You will see the game against Fulham. He will struggle. This is
just a
not
minute.
Liverpool spirit.
But just a minute.
Yes.
Vincent Company was with what's this thing? Is it
Burnley.
Burnley? Burnley was relegated
Uh-huh.
in the Premier League
Mm-hmm.
under Vincent Company.
Uh-huh.
Now, when Bayern was looking for a coach,
Mm-hmm.
most coaches didn't want to go to Bayern again. So they
Mm-hmm.
called Pep Guardiola. So Pep Guardiola recommended Vincent Company.
Uh-huh.
So the Bayern team was saying, but this guy led Burnley to relegation. Can he be able to do this work? He said he has all the attributes that if you give him better players, he will perform. And you can see what he said. So if his CV is anything to go by, probably he got that job by recommendation.
Okay,
So
now let me tell you. Okay, if you
okay,
listen to the
okay.
interview, what was his interview when they called him? How did you manage to handle Bayern Munich? He said he allowed the players to do whatever they want in training. Immediately he said, I said, this is the leadership I want. That is it. You don't
So
need to teach a player.
and
That
that's
is
different
it. Just, he
between
told them, yes, in the training, he did not
yeah,
change. Eh?
yeah.
He did not change how they play. He allowed them to express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
When a coach who is the leader allow you to express yourself, tell
Yeah.
you are making a mistake. Say, okay, do it this way, do it
Yeah.
this way, this
Yeah.
way. Yes.
Yeah.
Now look at your
Umberry,
attitude.
Umberry,
Yeah.
our people have to go
1
to bed.
minute, Smith. Let me say it.
Yeah,
Look
they
at
have
your
to go to bed.
attitude, right?
Yeah.
Eric came and show the player. Look at what I want you all to do. The game against Iraq and the Jordan, he was sitting down. Unlike Eric watching them, I said, "Oh, they have known the charisma. They have known. They have understand his tactics." He did not even talk until maybe 1 or 2 mistakes. He just stood up, do
Who
like
was he
that.
correcting? Yeah, who was he correcting against Jordan?
That is it. But
Who was he? Umberry, who was Eric correcting against Jordan?
he correct.
There was somebody that he was correcting all the time against Jordan.
No, bye. Good time. I rest my case.
You know the player.
I rest my case. I'm telling you, that coach, that player needs to be very, very careful because don't give our Eric a headache. He has been doing the whole thing, allowing everybody to do it.
He was doing like this. All right, thank you everybody for your time.
You're welcome.
And that wonderful show, guys. Thank you guys for finding time to stop by. Shout out to Idol, to Chris, to Umberry, to Mr. Patrick, to Ifeoluwa, to Tayo, to Odumide. You meant to come live. You said we should come and give us a solution. You didn't come and give us a solution. So to Charles too. Charles was actually what here briefly. So always nice to actually what to be here every Friday night. So shout out to those that sent super chats from Balogun Hope, Aidamola, Adebayo, everybody, to 8K927 VHY, to all of you, Remy, to everybody that sent to Ushi that sent super chat. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. They said that there will be a big news coming from the NFF. They said that a particular sports administrator in Nigeria will resign his job. So we don't know exactly who that big player in the NFF would be, but it's going to be very interesting news in the coming days. And there is also going to be a very big announcement. So that's about who will be the next coach of the Dream Team. Is it Dream Team 7 or 8 now? I don't know. Is it Dream Team 7? No, Dream Team 1, 2, that is 2000. Dream Team 3, 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020, 2024. Dream Team 9. Dream Team 9. The coach will be announced so very soon. And a couple of players too that they have to actually put in the application of change of nationality. So I think the coach too is trying to put his cards very close to his chest. And just the way they announced Auto Conquer by FIFA straight away, just to announce it too, like a thief in the night. So let's see exactly what's coming with NFF and also who will be the coach. Falcons too, we don't know exactly what is happening. I hope that Ibrahim Gusso will have the courage to come out next week and come and explain why the girls are not playing any friendly game this window. So I'm surprised that African champion is not playing friendly game. It is so bad, and I feel for the guests. So guys, thank you guys for another Friday night football club. We'll see you in the other one. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. And God bless the continent of Africa. Thank you. I remain your host, Smith Lai. Thank you. See you again.
Dance football. For the love of the game.